Good afternoon. It is 2:59. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone studios. In NFL news today, Bears have officially announced that offensive coordinator Shane Waldron has been fired and offensive passing game coordinator Thomas Brown has been promoted to the new OC. The Panthers have activated wide receiver Adam Thielen from IR at the end of his 21-day window to practice. He's been dealing with a hamstring injury, but returns another weapon for Bryce Young. In college hoops tonight, the Tennessee Lady Vols host MTSU, looking to start the Kim Caldwell era off at 3-0. Tip-off for that one is at 5:30 on SEC Network Plus. Looking at the men's side of hoops, number 1 Kansas hosts Michigan State at 5:30 on ESPN. Then after that, number 19 Kentucky hosts number 6 Duke in an early top 25 matchup. Tip-off is at 8 o'clock on ESPN. Tonight, the second college football playoff ranking show is at 7:30 on ESPN. Tennessee, initially ranked 7th last week, looks to move up after a win over Mississippi State and a pair of losses from number 3 Georgia and number 4 Miami. For our foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Nashville 3HL is on the air. Britt Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. It is so perfect out there.
It is.
Why are you looking at me crazy, Babsy?
Why am I so high?
Well,
Look at this chair.
It's not even 420.
I was going to say it was a lot of.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I guess I should specify. I'm sorry, my chair right now is high.
Wouldn't that be a hell of a show if we all just took a bunch of edibles right before we went on air?
I'm going to sleep.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Kids, do not listen to this.
I'll be looking around the corner.
Babsy's here.
Yeah, Babsy.
Who's coming at me?
There we go.
Like, dude, woo, loud over.
Let's go.
Hey.
What day is it?
Tuesday, Babsy.
Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
2 for Tuesday.
Almost was hump day.
Yes.
All right.
Don't listen to us.
I mean, listen to us, but don't listen to us for real.
Yeah. A lot of what we say are jokes. Them's just jokes.
The answer to your question is Lucas
Shoot.
Panzica, by the way, Babs.
Lucas
He
like to be
sits
high?
this high?
Yes, he does. He likes that chair all the way up.
That
This
is
one's all the way up, too.
the weirdest thing I've ever
All the way
seen.
up. This one's all the way up, too. Remember, you had to show me how to lower this seat.
Yeah.
And Zach Lyons sits here, but he said it's Buck. And then Zach pointed out that he's much shorter than me, which is true. So I've got to... There it is. Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building. Yoro,
Yes, sir.
Babsy,
Slay.
I got something to say today.
What you got, big dog?
I just don't know what time, though. You just tell me when time. Because I think some things need to be addressed, man, too. Like, I had an epiphany.
Oh.
See, you can't go this far in and then not do it. I mean, Jim White's coming up at 3:20, but we do have, 10 minutes.
But this is what I'm thinking. So I was just sitting in there listening, and somehow I was listening to ESPN, and you know how the video streams, you click on it, and they just start playing over and over and over.
Yeah. I walked in, and Dari Nokla was talking about Ole Miss being the best thing ever. And I'm like, did he not I love Dari, but did he not see the Kentucky game? Like, I understand the Georgia game, but there's also, Mike Keith said, 3 weeks ago? He said the SEC's turned into the NFL.
Yep.
Like, you just don't know week to week what's going to happen.
You don't. Recency bias, maybe.
But everybody likes to think they know what's going to happen.
They do. And so that's where my pushback comes. Because I don't think it's just Dari. I think it's everybody in the national media. Like, there's pushback.
What do you think everyone in the national media thinks is going to happen on Saturday?
Georgia wins.
There you go.
She wasn't even in there.
No, she wasn't
that's
even
where
in
you
there.
were
But
going.
that's exactly where I'm going.
People are talking about the projections of the playoff based on Georgia beating Tennessee.
Already.
Yes.
But week to week, you don't do that. And it's almost like we're waiting on the shoe to fall. So if you go to people's lists and rankings in the SEC, although they have them ranked as number one in the standings, like if you told people to list them, they would still probably go Texas, Georgia, Alabama, Ole Miss, then Tennessee. That's nuts to me.
When people are projecting out.
Yeah, like
prior to the Ole Miss Georgia game, remember the talk was Lane Kiffin was 1-9 against top 5, and the bet was Georgia going in as a slight favorite on the road, and that Ole Miss just couldn't get over the hump with good teams like that. Not only did they do those things, they did it going like easily.
Absolutely.
Like hitting you in the mouth.
No question about it. Like zero questions. And
So I feel you.
It's weird to me, man.
Let me say this. I think that there is a large portion of the country that looks at Tennessee and feels like they're overrated.
Yeah.
Because
that's what I need to know.
Offensively, they're not what maybe they have been accustomed to being. Now, defensively, we know from covering this team, from being around it, we see it. We know how much better they are than they have ever been in probably the last, 4 years?
Yep.
Statistically better than the 98 team.
Right. Yeah. I guess you can say in the past decade.
I don't know how long.
Yeah.
Like maybe ever.
That's the wild part.
So yeah,
General
but I
Nealon
think
times.
I do feel like nationally there is a large portion of fans nationally that feel like Tennessee is overrated.
But this is what I'm
and this is part of it because you should take care of Mississippi State from the get-go hardcore, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm just explaining to you.
Right. The outlook.
The outlook, where this comes from, I think. And then the other side of it is I think people look at Georgia. Clearly, Kirby's pissed. I mean, you saw his reaction to the player celebrating with Ole Miss, right? He's an idiot. Not Kirby. That's what Kirby said. Let me just go ahead and specify that. Yeah. Although I did not like his reaction to that, but doesn't matter. But anyway, I think there's a lot of people that look at Georgia and say, oh, they're pissed. They got embarrassed. They're in a bad place. They're this and that. They're going to be ready to play on Saturday. So I think you combine all of that, and that's where the Georgia is going to come back and prove a point this weekend against a good Tennessee team.
I also think it's hard for people to put Georgia in that 9-3 category, which is where they're headed if they lose.
Yeah.
So, I think for people that don't dive in necessarily or pay attention to the entire country and that's their job or whatever, I can see it. But yeah, I knew exactly what you were talking about in there before you even started saying it because I was thinking the same thing today.
And to me, it's crazy because the people that watch the game and the national media that pay attention to the stats and everything, where the rankings are, they would know that every team writes its own history. It's like each team has its own identity. So the Joe Milton team was nothing like Hendon Hooker's team, even though you had potent receivers that couldn't get the pass to them. This team is totally different than any of those teams. That doesn't take away what this team is and where they should be ranked. Just because it's not high-powered and explosive plays all the time, like when Babs called the game up there in Kentucky. It's different. But one thing you can rely on is they haven't given up 20 points. That has to say something.
Only team in the country. Only team in the country.
In some world, that has to say something.
You know what a Georgia fan told us yesterday?
What wins championships?
Defense.
There you go.
You know what a Georgia fan told us yesterday? Defense travels.
It does.
Oh, there you go.
Coach Mack will come in and say it if he got to do a show today. I guarantee if we ask him, his first thing he'll say is that defense. But to that point, you got a running back there too. Like it's not cute. It's dog, it's hit you in the mouth, smash mouth football in a sense from the shotgun. Like the only thing they're not doing is lining up in the eye. They go 2 tight ends behind the tackle sometimes. It's a run. Everybody knows it. Like they're daring Nico to pass. And they still ain't passing. Like, what don't the people believe? It's wild to me, dog. It's so disrespectful.
I've got a couple of things.
I would love it if I was a player.
So here's the thing. Here's what Georgia needs to do. Georgia needs to take advantage of that home field and get that crowd going.
They have to.
If Tennessee can run the ball and not turn it over, I don't think Georgia can score 20 points unless they have short fields. So if Tennessee can stay away from big kick returns, big punt returns, turnovers, things like that, I mean, let's face it, in the SEC, in these hostile environments at night, those things happen.
Yes, it does.
So, I mean, that's Georgia's way to win, I think. But I think it's going to be a fascinating matchup. I've got stats to back it up. I dug in this morning.
Good.
To your point, too, about this Tennessee defense, so you got, my friend Casey, huge Georgia, obnoxious. I hope she's listening right now.
She will talk
One of
to
the
you
most
about them.
obnoxious Georgia fans I have ever met in my life. Our kids are friends, and we, not everybody can be perfect. We do love her, but she is.
She makes it known, though. You either like it or love it.
Oh.
I hate it or love it.
Oh, yeah. Like
it ain't no ifs, ands, no gray area or nothing.
I'm all about, rubbing some loss in, especially right now with how bad my Auburn Tigers are.
Yeah.
I didn't even text her last week. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing
leave
it.
that alone.
Anyway, but so she sends me this, dog alerts thing or whatever. Top offensive coordinator candidates if Mike Bobo were to be fired. They already want him fired. Yes. It's like Buster Faulkner, Todd Monken, please come back.
Oh.
Helen Keller.
Wow.
Is the third choice.
Wow. See.
This is where Georgia fans are, though, right now with what's going on with their team offensively.
Hey, man. And it's just parity. That's all it is in the SEC. It's each team that's winning this. It's all over. You're right. It's all over college football, not just
the
SEC.
transfer portal. It's NIL.
Right. It's NIL. And all it takes is 1 year for you to say, you know what? I'm going all in. Air quotations, Ole Miss. We're going to go all in, and we're going to bet everything on this year and see what we end up with. It ain't hard. And they pulling people from these. Alabama's getting people plucked from them. Georgia's getting players plucked from them. Florida the same way. It's happening over in Tennessee, too.
Georgia and Alabama can't just line up and just whoop your ass anymore.
No.
I mean,
isn't that a beautiful thing?
They've come back to the league. Now, they're still really freaking good team.
They're cold because
and they still got 4 and 5 star players all over the lineup. But teams aren't scared of them anymore.
And to that point, Zeph sent us this earlier today, and it's from On3 Sports, and it's what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know, like 24 teams. And it has all their percentages, best chances to make the college football playoff after week 11. And this is according to ESPN's FPI. Well, guess what? There's 13 teams with over a 50% chance to make the 12-team playoff. This is where we are when it comes to parity in college football.
This game is so big for Tennessee that if they win, they could get a top 4 and a bye. If they lose, they could be out.
But you know what the wild part is, too?
Why? That is wild.
Isn't that crazy?
It is. It's nuts. But if we would go back to the beginning of the season and say, you know what? If Tennessee finishes 10-2, they're making the college football playoff. Right. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And
they still could.
But yeah, before the season, you'd be like,
that was without going to the SEC championship.
Yeah.
That was just finishing 10-2. And you got, so what changes? That's the wild part to me. What makes the field goal post move? Why does it move? They can still, if they lose to Georgia Saturday, they can still end up 10-2.
It moves because of all the other SEC teams that.
But all of those other teams, they were still forced in there. They still gonna put Bama in there. They still want to put Georgia in there. We thought Texas was gonna win the league. That's your 3. A lot of people were picking Ole Miss to win.
I think it'll take care of itself.
I think it
and
is.
play
it's
out.
Just wild
it will
that
for sure. But
point, though.
At least right now in talking season, it's crazy. And
they're a one-loss team.
College football's on crack, man.
No.
Tennessee's a one-loss team right now.
2 weeks ago when we was talking about it, we had Texas A&M at the hierarchy.
So this is what's going to be fascinating. This is what's going to be fascinating to me. And we'll get the other release tonight, right?
7:30.
How much does the committee put on quality wins
versus
strength of schedule versus how bad is that loss, right?
Yep.
Because it's not a terrible loss for Tennessee.
No.
It's a bad loss. It's a terrible loss for Notre Dame.
Yeah. It's a terrible loss for Alabama.
But it was also early in the season. It's a terrible loss for Alabama to a Vanderbilt team that they did not include in their top 25 college football playoff rankings last week.
Exactly.
So for me, and that's where I had the issue with Alabama being ranked with where they were.
How bad is that Ole Miss loss to Kentucky?
Exactly. But then Alabama has the better win.
Right.
the bigger
crazy.
win. And
Yeah.
so that's where it's going to be fascinating to watch the committee. And then you've got a team like IU, which I'm sorry, husband, sorry, but they haven't exactly, beaten the fences down with that schedule, their strength of schedule. Now, they can't help that. And they've done everything they can
They
to
haven't
just
played Penn
keep
State,
winning.
and Michigan sucks. So
Right.
They
But,
do play Ohio
they
State.
have Ohio State
Yeah.
next, yes. So that'll play in. But that is what's going to be fascinating to me is the committee going to put more stock in a really good win than a bad loss?
They have said that current top 25 wins matters.
Yes.
And so Tennessee has 1. So that's part of the push.
And IU has what?
0.
0.
Right?
So it's not when you played them if they were in
And
the top
Notre Dame
25
has
is where they
what,
are
though?
now.
And it'll be in the last poll is when it'll really matter.
See, that's tough.
That's why you need your
That's
opponents to win.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's what Chris Lowe was explaining the last couple of weeks. Like, Tennessee fans need to root for Alabama. I know that's a hard thing to think about, but
That's tough.
they needed Alabama to beat LSU, and they did. So that's good.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Since
It is.
Do you not love everybody? And then we have
November.
home college football playoff games on home turf.
Thanksgiving's going to be beautiful. That last week, like,
I have info on Dylan Sampson. I also have info on Nico since halftime of the Alabama game. Remember we talked about did the light come, like it looked
Yeah.
like the light came on for him?
Yep.
Statistics back that up.
Hello.
615-737-1045. When we come back, Jim Wyatt will join us from TennesseeTitans.com. We'll talk about the Titans' loss to the Chargers and look ahead to the game against the Vikings. That's coming up on 1045 The Zone. You know what you want, and you only buy what you need to keep you connected. Stay connected with Wi-Fi coverage that delivers the speed that your devices need. Count on a reliable connection for all of your devices, even when everyone is online. You can protect your devices and help keep loved ones safe and secure online with advanced security, included at no extra cost. 24/7 customer service here for you whenever you need it with in-home Wi-Fi support. Stay connected on the go with over 20 million secure Xfinity Wi-Fi hotspots nationwide. Get the best Wi-Fi for your home. Enjoy ultimate control of your home network with the Xfinity app. Personalize your Wi-Fi name and password. Assign your user profiles. View and control connected devices and much more. Use the Xfinity app to pause Wi-Fi to disconnect for a while, set family-safe browsing, and much more. To get started, call 1-800-XFINITY, visit Xfinity.com, or drop into an Xfinity store today for more details. Advanced security is available to Xfinity Internet customers with a compatible Xfinity gateway. Must activate advanced security through Xfinity app. Actual speeds vary and are not guaranteed. For factors affecting speed, visit Xfinity.com/network management. Gig speed Wi-Fi requires gigabit internet and compatible gateway. Xfinity.com, 1-800-XFINITY. Visit a store today.
Whew, that was a mouthful. Good job, Mayor.
I didn't even read it all.
Hey, don't say that out loud.
Sorry.
Well, I am going to read all of this because Loan Pronto is awesome, and maybe you're looking to be debt-free by January. I'm talking about high-interest debt. You want to pay off all your credit cards, your car loans. You want to consolidate everything into one payment. You want to stop stressing over bills. LoanPronto.com. Go check them out. They have rates at their lowest in 2 years. Perfect chance to use your home's equity and save big going into the new year. Loan Pronto's rates with APRs in the low 5s. They're getting homeowners hundreds of thousands out of their home's equity. And if you do this with Loan Pronto, you could save on average $850 a month. Loan Pronto with a ton of options, total refis or express equity lines of credit. Call now, get a rate quote in minutes, no hard credit pull, no upfront fees, and you won't make a house payment till 2025, by the way. LoanPronto.com, 615-499-5780. LoanPronto.com at 499-5780. Loan Pronto, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1661781. On approved credit, NMLS, ConsumerAccess.org.
I love living in Middle Tennessee. We've got great restaurants, entertainment, sports, and one of the nation's top Ford dealers right here in our backyard. Two Rivers Ford. Remember that name. Two Rivers has been a staple in our community since 1983. They're locally owned. They have a non-commissioned sales team, and they sell below MSRP. They've been doing business with integrity for decades. Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
HL 1045 The Zone from sportsbetting.ag. The favorite to become the next Dallas Cowboys head coach is former Titans coach Mike Vrabel.
Really?
Could y'all imagine Mike Vrabel and Jerry Jones together? Ben Johnson is second. He's the offensive coordinator of the Lions. Disaster.
There's no.
They'd be boys at first, but the minute but Vrabel would want complete control over everything. And that's what Jerry Jones is.
As soon as training camp hit, it'll be all out the window.
That would be the most entertaining dynamic in the NFL.
And I would need Hard Knocks there ASAP.
Oh, yes.
Number 3 is Bill Belichick. So I looked. Without Brady, Bill Belichick's information is 4 seasons, 29-38, 1 playoff appearance.
Wow. I guess
after Brady, post Brady.
I guess the quarterback does make a difference, don't it?
Who'd have thunk it? Titans.
Jim Wyatt joins us, SessyTitans.com at J Wyatt Sports. Jimmy, what's up? How are you?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I think Mike Vrabel, he can pull off. He wears the sunglasses pretty well. He could fit in right in down there.
He would look like on the surface, he would look good as the Dallas Cowboys coach. But when you start thinking about that dynamic of Jerry Jones and him,
fascinating,
both control kind of guys, like
yep. But the way they got that sun coming in that stadium down there, the way he wears his sunglasses, would be a good fit.
Will Levis made his return. Obviously, there's been debate on his performance. I felt like he made strides. So did these guys on whatever level that you want to define it. But 18 of 23. He took the sacks instead of throwing underhanded passes to the other team. I know there were 7 of them. Certainly things to work through, but how did you feel like his performance was coming back?
Well, I mean, unfortunately, that's kind of the way things are. Is that when you don't throw the ball over, don't make a bad mistake, then it's considered an improvement. I mean, there was no question. There's no question. It was a safer game for him, and I thought he made some good decisions. But when you get sacked 7 times and you really only score. They scored 10 points. 17 points if you count the one in garbage time at the end. But it was pretty much of another pretty, poor performance offensively. You had a great drive early, and then things just kind of disappeared. And if you're the quarterback of an NFL team, you've got to be more productive in the moments that matter. It's not all him. Hard for him to be productive when not getting blocking to give him time to do it. But there were times when he's got to get rid of the football, and there were times when I think they probably could have done a better job of putting him in a position to make plays. But it was better compared to weeks when he made some bad mistakes, and I guess that's progress.
Averaged season high 7.6 yards per attempt, season best 78.3 completion percentage, no turnovers for the first time this season, ran for a career high 41 yards, posted a season best 127.5 quarterback rating. Now, 7 sacks. PFF gave 2 of them to him. But they also pointed out that all 7 sacks came on plays where he held the ball for at least 2.5 seconds. So holding on to the football, certainly a talking point this week, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. But, I think for him, and I liked the way he looked. I thought he looked like he was more confident. He looked like he was healthy. Problem for him is I think he's in a position now because of all those turnovers that he's maybe worried about making a mistake. And that's why he's holding the ball a little bit too long and not just slinging it. And that's what happens when you, again, have been – guilty of making mistakes and been scrutinized so much for making them. So that's what comes with it. You hold the ball longer than you're supposed to because you're worried about turning it over, and then you end up getting sacked a bunch of times. So, I think he'll get better the more he plays. The Titans need him to be good, not just for this season, but, for years to come. And we're going to find out here as the season plays out whether or not he can be a guy they can trust in 2025 and beyond.
Jim Wyatt with us on 3HL.
How much do you think maybe it helped him to watch Mason Rudolph to sit back and sit on the sideline and understand maybe a little bit more of the offense or how coach is calling it? Do you think that maybe that has played into it a little bit?
No, I think he was chomping at the bit to play. I think he said that himself, and maybe it was good for him to kind of step back after such a shaky start. He didn't need to be playing without being healthy. I think anybody that watched that game against the Colts, which followed the bye week, which followed the first time the shoulder got hurt, knows he wasn't ready. And you could tell by the way the game plan was set up, where he wasn't making throws downfield, that he wasn't ready. So, what helped him more than anything is a chance to get healthy, for him to kind of gather himself, and then to have a chance to come back. He's watched other guys play before, and certainly, Mason is a good example to follow, but Will's got to do it himself, and the best way to learn is by playing, and he's just got to work through some of the mistakes and just get better. I don't know how his career is going to play out. But I do know it's early, and he's just 15 games in, and I'll tell people all the time, first game I covered for the team, regular season game, was a 1999 home opener against the Bengals when McNair was a quarterback, and he was in his 46th game, and he got booed loudly because people were done with him and wanted Neil O'Donnell to be the quarterback. That was year 5 for McNair. So this kid is still just in year 2 and has only played 15 games. So sometimes it takes a while.
Jimmy, while we're trying to get things together, man, what's the timeline, if you could, on our guys kind of getting back healthy? We're slim pickings as far as depth goes, so we get guys like Cheeto, guys like Legarius. What's the reaction to the time that Tajay played? Like, where are we on all this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was good to have Tajay back because I think Tony Pollard, is carrying the ball more than he needs to. I mean, I think there's concern that he's going to wear down if you're giving him such a big workload like he's had. So I thought Tajay came back and he'll keep getting better and expect him to be good to go, barring a setback. As far as the others, Chidobe Awuzie sounds like he's close to kind of having that practice window open. Legarius Sneed, I know Brian Callahan kind of explained it after practice on Friday about why that's taken so long, but his injury has just kind of lingered. I mean, nobody thought it was going to take this long. If they did, he would have been put on injured reserve because you can get a roster spot that way. But he continues to miss, and haven't really seen a whole bunch of signs that he's on the verge of coming back.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, and you got the next couple of teams that's coming in here. You got the Vikings going to roll in. We know what to expect from them as far as pressure on the quarterback. Texans the same. With those two teams, on the radar, where are we as far as what you see from having a captain or a voice or a leader to try to fill the void left by Cushenberry? Because you need a guy to be able to help point out these exotic blitz packages that's going to be coming from Minnesota, and what Houston is going to bring. I mean, like, they just unleashed the wild, in a sense, when you get to Nico and all these guys going as hard as they go. Who's that guy you think it is on the offensive line? Can Levin fill that void a little bit?
Well, I think it'll be. I mean, I think, and again, I've said this before that I don't think his team has a leadership problem. It just has a problem playing bad football at times, and that's what's caused his team to be 2-7.
That could be a problem, Jim. Good point there.
And that's the biggest problem.
Enough.
I mean, and it's funny how it always, people always want to bring up how leadership's bad on a bad team. That also dates back to '99, my first year covering the team. But I mean, but this team, I think Daniel Brunskill steps in, at center, and I think he's a different guy than Cushenberry, but he's just kind of a veteran who just puts his head down and works, and guys respect him in the locker room. I think one of the biggest leaders on the group is J.C. Latham, who is a rookie who has only played in 9 games, and just the way he carries himself, the way he came in, and the way he works. I think he's a leader. I mean, everybody's different. Some do it more vocal than others, but the reality is, this team just needs to play better up front, and especially on the right side, where it's just kind of been a rotating, kind of musical chairs there at right tackle, and just haven't really been able to count on good, consistent play there.
And let me clean it up, Jimmy. I wasn't meaning as far as a leader, like who's the voice. I meant more so who's the guy with the knowledge to be able to point out before the ball is snapped outside of Levis where these blitz packages are coming from. Who's the mic? Like, with Cushenberry, that's a veteran right there that can see the things that maybe Will Levis can't see because he hasn't been in that situation. That's what I was meaning. Not questioning their leadership, though.
Yeah, and I wasn't reacting like that, in response to your question.
No doubt.
That's just kind of one of my pet peeves. It's kind of I've noticed that people have tried to make that a story here over the last couple of weeks, and it's just a stale topic when a team's bad. And I know that's not where you were going with it, but that's just kind of me my spill on
venting a little bit.
Hey, you got to deal with a mailbag, Jimmy. I don't, man.
Yeah,
So
I mean, 'cause this team that have a leadership issue has got a bad football issue again, and it's got an issue blocking and catching and tackling and playing special teams and turning the ball over.
Yeah.
And but it's, to circle back and answer what was your question, I think it's Brunskill, and I think he gets the guys lined up, and it is a challenge because Chargers sacked him 7 times, and now the Vikings come in here, and that's a good pass rush too, and so another big challenge there.
Yeah, the Vikings lead the NFL in blitz percentage, 38.9%. Denver number 2 at 35.8. The Chargers, for the record, were 23rd in the NFL. Titans number 22.
Maybe that's good. I mean, maybe there's more of a point of emphasis, like you guys said, get the ball out. And Levis, I'm sure, is going to have that hammered on him this week. And maybe if you get the ball out quicker, you're avoiding some of those sacks. But also, again, you risk putting yourself a little bit at risk of making mistakes doing that.
Maybe if he were hammered, he'd play better. I don't know. You mentioned J.C. Latham. Another really good game from the 33rd team. Lowest rookie pressure rates allowed in Week 10. He was 4th. J.C. Latham, Tennessee, in a game where his team gave up 7 sacks. Latham, Jimmy, gave up 1 pressure and 33 pass attempts. That dude is coming along. He's going to be a freaking stud. Already is.
Yeah, he's good. He really is. He's he hates losing. I mean, he's not used to losing. I mean, he's the guy that came in here. Somebody was asking about the other day after one of the losses, and the guy coming in here from Alabama who's won national championships, and now he's on a team that's 2-7, and dealing with a lot of negativity and people trying to lift people up, and it's not easy. But he's got a great attitude. And he does work to get better, and I think they definitely got that one right. I mean, there's been some misses around here, but that's not one of them.
Jim Wyatt, TennesseeTitans.com, at J Wyatt Sports. Thank you, Jimmy. Good stuff, man. Appreciate you.
Okay, y'all have a good week. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Jimmy.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Glad he got to vent about.
Yeah, and guess what? I wasn't. When he was explaining it, I was thinking like, darn, he probably get these questions all the time. And
the mailbag is an absolute show.
And
man.
I know it's not that. You know what I mean? Because I'm the first to jump out there and say, I think Tony Pollard is a hell of a leader. I think also we see what Latham's coming into. I also think Skoronski is a quiet leader, but with Cushenberry leaving and being on IR, with what D'Amico Ryans is going to do, what Flores is going to do, it's going to take more than one set of eyes to be trying to pick out who's coming, when they coming. You know what I mean? The snap count. Are we silent? It can get weird.
You're right about Pollard, too, and he's a really quiet guy, but you can lead by just people watching your effort level. And
I think we got plenty of those.
They definitely have that. And then Cushenberry told Dawn during training camp that he's more of a lead by example guy. But to your point, it's funny too, because when you ask the question and then Jim goes on that rant, you can't really jump in. And hey man, I didn't really question that.
Yeah.
You gotta let him go.
I think Big Jeff is there's plenty of leaders out there,
But to identify coverages in the Mike linebacker and get the protection set. Definitely. So he says Brunskill's the guy, so we'll see, because Flores is going to bring it. Second-year defensive coordinator of the Minnesota Vikings.
We had a question in the chat. Anthony,
that's our own mailbag.
He said,
it is our own mailbag. There's some craziness in there, too.
Everyone wants a Jaden Daniels or CJ Stroud, but some QBs take time. Is Levis only limited to this season?
Speaking of...
That's a great question.
It is.
Speaking of... this morning, I ran into the Draft Network, has its latest mock draft, and I'm not going to bore you with here's the top 10 or whatever, but I will tell you who they have going first overall. I'll tell you who they have as the first quarterback, how many quarterbacks they have in the first round, because I think this is interesting to kind of get at least a bird's eye view of how this thing might play out. I will give you the Titans pick. They have them picking third, by the way. Where Travis Hunter will go, where James Pierce Jr. will go. That's coming up next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
All right. Well, I think we can all probably say our Titans are not going to be in the big game, but it is never too early to start thinking about the big game. And this November, Zen Sports, the newest sports book right here in Tennessee, has launched a brand new sweepstakes for all its Tennessee customers. The big game sweepstakes, where you could win a grand prize of 2 tickets to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans or $10,000 cash. And what's more, Zen Sports will also award 50 additional prizes, including 2 tickets to any Tennessee sporting event or $100 cash. If you want in, earn multiple entries every day by betting on the Zen Sports app. Download it on your phone, and for every bet you place, you earn an entry. Every dollar you bet, you earn another entry. And if you like parlays, like my co-host here, earn double the entries on every parlay placed. What are you waiting for? Sign up for Zen Sports, and you'll automatically earn up to $100 no-danger first wager. First bet loses, you get reimbursed for the amount of your bet, up to $100. So go ahead and start betting with Zen Sports. Download their app today. Zen Sports, where betting just got better. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-889-9789. No danger first wager. Limited to plus 500 odds to qualify. Terms and conditions apply. Qualifying wager for wager entry must have minimum odds for any leg of the entry of at least minus 250 or worse American odds. So a wager at minus 251 does not qualify. Head to zensports.com/sweepstakes for contest terms and conditions. You got to be 21 and older and in Tennessee to bet.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Norton on Davenport. Ron's playing with you. Davenport.
What? That's Babsy. What, Babsy? Them some good things. That's some good stuff over there now. Don't just look at it like
cookies
that.
Slade gave me are peanut butter. They're like the peanut butter sandwich cookies.
Yeah.
But they're like sweet.
It's the cookie.
I don't want it to be sweet. I want it to be
Babsy.
a cracker.
The best
It is
peanut
a
butter
cookie cracker.
The best peanut butter crackers are the toast cheese.
Toasty.
Toast cheese. I think it's cheese with the orange crackers.
Ooh,
I've been rolling with them. I know you don't like them. I know this.
Kirby always got them.
I've been rolling with those since like Hume Falk High School.
Dude, that's why orange crackers with peanut butter. Ugh.
They're good.
Oh,
I
had that brand.
Them good.
This morning I had that brand, but instead of peanut butter, it was cream cheese and chives.
Y'all, what y'all doing?
No, they were good.
What are y'all doing?
It was good.
Cream cheese crackers?
Yeah, it was good.
No.
It was.
No.
I'll bring
Literally.
you some.
Like
No.
if an atomic bomb went off and I survived and I was just crawling like with half my body and I needed something to eat and I ran across cream cheese and chives crackers, I would not
It
eat
does
them.
not
y'all
taste like
pass them
cream.
up, too.
It really does not taste like
pass
cream
them up.
cheese at all.
I'm going to pass them up to you.
Hey, Mayor, you're missing your legs. You want some of these crackers?
Nah,
No, dude.
I'm legless.
No, I'll find something else.
Oh, yeah, I'm straight.
It doesn't taste like cream cheese at all, but they were good.
You're not selling us on that.
I'll keep it for myself then.
Yeah, good. You can
Have them all.
Have them all. Babs, I had some canned bars over there.
Have them all and have a ball.
Just pass those
Sweet
up.
too. I don't want that. I don't
No,
want
that's the
sweet.
healthy. This is like 1 gram of sugar in there.
I just want chips, which are not healthy, but
I'm not like.
What kind of chips do you want?
I don't care.
I'm gonna
Doritos?
get you some chips. What kind of
Yeah.
chips you want, Babsy?
I don't know. Even Cheez-Its or something.
Oh, she
Nah,
does
I
like
know.
Cheez-Its.
I'm definitely not going to get those.
Goldfish, Cheez-Its.
Anything. You just
Anything.
want cheese. No.
Yeah, but those are dull cheese. I see where she's going with
That's what
this.
the
She
sugar
doesn't
is
want
for.
the sweet stuff.
I don't want sweet. I need salt because I'm salty.
How about Lay's potato chips? You go there.
Yeah, those are boring.
It's
I might have some peanut butter
it
crackers
feels like
myself.
it's a good day for a parsley. We've got basketball coming up
We
tonight.
do. I'll give a parsley, but I ain't betting it.
What's the point?
I told y'all. No, I can give out free money. I'm telling y'all, Thursday is my day. I made
Here's
it up
my
in my
parsley.
mind.
Y'all go ahead. I ain't doing it. I don't even believe in my own stuff.
Nah, I do, but no, not right now.
Duke, Kentucky coming up
Let's go.
tonight at 8 o'clock. Duke, 6th in the country. Kentucky, 19. Duke is favored by 5.5. 8 o'clock in Atlanta.
Yeah,
I can't believe you're not there, Babsy.
Tickets were really expensive.
Oh, she tried. She
I tried.
She could have stayed at
That's
home.
a good one to be at, though, boy.
I tried. I do have this. I need to put it on. So I came dressed. Obviously, I have my Duke blue on.
Yes. By the way, watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
F&M Bank Chat is open. You can see Dawn's Duke Blue.
Yes.
And this.
And this shirt. So we were supposed to meet with somebody when I got dressed this morning, advertiser with the show, and then we ended up not. So that's why I was like, oh, I can't wear this shirt. Like
Crazy thing. I was
walking into a
coming
meeting,
like
right? But
You be
my, I do have my I Still Love Leitner shirt that I'm about to go put on during the break.
good for
I
you.
still love Leitner.
This is going to tell a lot between these two teams. Duke and their tradition. Alrighty. Versus Kentucky and their tradition.
What is Christian Leitner doing right now?
Oh, he's funny on Twitter now.
Is he?
He's kind of a jerk.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh,
him and
big
Rex Chapman
shocker
kinda
there.
Like, yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Him and Rex kind of the same. Chapman.
Leitner was a jerk back in the day.
I mean, he's really not.
Babsy.
Hey, listen, all you haters.
There's lots of
How
former
much y'all win by tonight, Babsy?
Duke
Was it a
players.
line on that game?
5.5. Duke by 5.5.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, Kentucky going to shock some people.
Kentucky gonna shoot the
They're
ball.
going to shoot
If they
the hell out
make
the
those
ball.
threes,
They make them threes, man. Cooper Flag is phenomenal. And their the other
I can't
guard,
wait to watch him.
Khan or something, the leading scorer. For
Shaka
them. Ain't
Khan?
Cooper Flag. No, he look different than Shaka. Hey, this boy can fill it up. Khan, his last name is funny. Foreign last name. But
Con!
Shelly said, Babs, he was. You know it.
yeah, exactly.
I
Shelly.
mean, like most Duke
talking
players
about?
were.
Hey, Duke
Or-
men's basketball. Tweet. Nobody will remember your salary, how busy you were, how many hours you worked. People will remember Grant's pass, Christian's shot.
See.
Let's go.
This is
Guard the inbounds.
Dookies,
Guard the inbounds. That's all I can say.
This is Dookies.
The entire basketball world learned from that, I think.
I think you say his name Nupel.
You're still a con.
Canupel.
Yeah, sorry. I interrupted you. I'm just in my Leitner world now.
But
we're done.
Well, guess what? You got an opportunity to help forget about Leitner with him.
Man, Flag. I want to see Flag. Michigan State and number one Kansas before that game in Atlanta. So number one Kansas, a 5.5-point favorite in that one also.
So I've gone to a couple of these, which are awesome. They just always have fun matchups.
I remember when you went in
great
Chicago.
Teams. Yeah. Chicago was fun.
With your brother.
And mom and dad.
Oh, okay.
That was my Christmas present for everybody.
Oh, that's a dope Christmas present.
Mm-hmm.
Just knock it all out with something you want to do.
All right, so listen, that is the key. As you get older, that's the key.
Oh, we know.
You know, we're all about experiences in our family and experiences that mom and dad also want to experience.
We saw you do a 2-for-1 for a birthday. We've seen.
She's the master of this.
She is.
All right,
Well, she got
Ryan
it going.
said, so Babs got 2 college teams. Let me tell you how this works, just for everybody. I graduated from Auburn. I love my Auburn Tigers, even when we're a Shiana show. My father graduated from Duke. So from the minute I was born, and my brother, we were raised on Duke basketball to be Duke basketball fans. So I didn't even know Auburn as a kid, right? I mean, not know Auburn. So that is why I have 2 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I feel like we got to explain a lot of things ever so often. It's like Nashville with 100 people a day or whatever. But
freshen up.
We've got new listeners every day, so we appreciate that. And we're glad to let you in.
Yeah.
Draft Network has its latest mock draft out there. By the way, there's more basketball. Lady Vols in action. Battle of the Boulevard. We'll talk more about that a little bit later. Props to Austin P. They're 3-0. 615-737-1045. You want in. And I said I was going to do this. The Draft Network has its latest mock draft out there. I'm not going to just run down like, here's the top 15. But I will tell you the number 1 pick they have right now, and this dude is good on a bad team. Michigan defensive lineman Mason Graham going number 1 to Jacksonville. First quarterback taken. Bama quarterback Jalen Milroe.
Wow.
That's the first quarterback taken?
To the New York Giants.
I haven't seen that one yet.
To your boy Danny, what do they call him? Danny Pennies?
Danny Dimes. No, that's the haters call him Danny Pennies.
That's the funniest hater nickname
in a long time.
It's the funniest hater
nickname.
About
Dylan, man. They've been hating on him.
I know. I like him too. I don't love him like you do, but I do like him a lot.
I
like him a lot. Titans pick 3rd in this thing. Penn State edge rusher Abdul Carter. Have you seen him play?
No.
He's good. He's a bigger dude. So he's not that motorcycle bend guy, but man, he gives up the field.
What draft is this? What year is this?
This coming up.
What was Travis Hunter and Shador?
I told you, I'll get there.
They crazy.
All right, quarterbacks. They have 3 quarterbacks in the first round.
They can't put that on. No, hold on. Go back to the Penn State dude. They can't make us take him. That ain't who we want. That's not who we want. We don't want him. Whoever made that list, we don't want him.
It's a projection.
Well, we don't want him.
So if Travis Hunter is there at 3 and they pick Abdul Carter,
I'm done with the Titans. I'm done with them.
Slay, now hold on.
Would you text Rand right in that moment?
Yes, absolutely. I'm telling y'all right now.
Okay, but where is Travis Hunter playing?
Babs, I don't care. I've drawn the line. Listen, I already went through this with Will Levis. Titans, y'all want my loyalty? Y'all want to see how deep I ride for y'all? Don't do that. What's his name?
Abdul Carter.
Abdul Carter. Leave him on the board. Do not bring him.
What did you call him? Horse?
Who?
What's the horse's name?
Abdul Carter. What horse?
Is that what you just said?
A horse?
A horse is a horse, of course. No, I didn't hear you say a horse.
No, I said I don't know what I said.
I don't either.
But yeah.
Okay.
Leave him on the board.
I don't know what I said.
On the board.
Leave him on the board.
Yeah,
okay.
Don't bring him here.
You can leave him on the board.
Yeah, leave him right there. I'm going to tell you right now. Listen, I pulled over in the Shoney's parking lot.
Yes, you did.
Parked my car. Lil Ron was in the passenger seat, asked me what was
on
wrong.
Nolensville Road.
On Nolensville Road. And this time, I'm going to tell you this right now. That happened, I'm getting out of my car on the interstate. I'm walking into the traffic. I'm going this direction. I'm parking my car. That means it's going to get slammed from behind. I will be walking towards the traffic. It's over for me. Take me out of here. Leave Abdul Carter on that board. I'm telling you. Don't bring him here.
So would Abdul Carter be charged with murder or the Titans?
The Titans.
Definitely the Titans.
Yeah, this is what? And it's preconceived.
And
No, y'all did this to me.
Oh, so death penalty.
Yeah, mark this. Present this in court. Whoever's representing me.
degree.
Yes.
Okay.
Warwick
Let me
Robinson.
ask you this.
What?
Is there any other player outside of Travis Hunter that would cause this reaction for you? That would be on the board.
You know,
And they take
You see what
Abdul
I'm
Carter?
saying? Yes.
you don't,
Don't take Abdul Carter, period.
you don't even know who Abdul Carter is.
No, I am. That says enough.
You haven't watched this film.
Exactly. He ain't got my attention.
He played Ohio
Shador, Cam. I don't even really want Cam Ward, but I take him.
Can I tell you the rest of this?
Yes, but don't take him no more. Don't take him, your
Pull him off the board. Quarterbacks, they've got 3 in the first
Poor
round.
Abdul
Number
Carter.
1, Jalen Milroe. Yeah, somebody's texted Abdul. Hey, man, you're getting run down in Nashville.
No,
James Frankl's like, don't worry about it. I feel you. Number 1, Jalen Milroe, quarterback, Alabama. Number 2 overall to the New York Giants. Number 2, Cam Ward, Miami. Number 4 overall to Cleveland. Good luck with that. Number 3, Shador Sanders, Colorado. Number 5 to the Raiders.
They need a quarterback.
Still no Travis Hunter.
They crazy. These people crazy.
Travis Hunter, cornerback, wide receiver, 7th to the New England Patriots.
He don't deserve
Oh, that's
that.
a waste.
He
That's a
don't
waste.
deserve that. And I love Mayo, but
I know
no.
you do. He's in your brother's wedding.
Yeah, that.
Now listen, he's played a lot of plays. There's a lot of wear and tear on those legs.
Man, that man got it.
We can talk
man.
about this when we come back. But edge rusher James Pierce Jr., 20th to the Atlanta Falcons.
He gonna make somebody pay.
Abdul Carter, number 3 to the Titans.
I
We'll be
can't
right back.
believe
3HL 1045 this show.
Abdul Carter.
All right, I want to tell you about outdoor lighting perspectives of Nashville. Bob Lyons, the owner, and his team are amazing. They came out, put lights under our gazebo, put lights in our deck, put lights on our backyard area so we could see the dogs and knew they were safe when they went out. And they can do lights anywhere and everywhere. Outdoor lighting perspectives of Nashville. Been around for over 38 years, a family business since 86, and they've been making homes stunning with landscape lighting. Nashville's oldest landscape lighting company. You know you can trust them, and you know they do great work. They're still the leader in LED technology, too. Light up your night. Let them design, install, and maintain your outdoor lighting. I'm talking about festival lights, path lights, wall washing, tree lighting, area lighting. They do absolutely all of it, and actually just did another one of our employees here at the radio station, her house, and it looks beautiful. It makes such a difference. So give them a call, 615-376-LIGHT, L-I-T-E. That's the easy phone number, 376-LIGHT. Or you can just go online, schedule a free nighttime design demonstration. Outdoor Lighting Perspectives will show you how they can beautify and enhance your home before you even hire them. Outdoorlights.com/Nashville.
Good afternoon. It is 4:03. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. In NFL news today, the Bears fired offensive coordinator Shane Waldron and replaced him with offensive passing game coordinator Thomas Brown. And the Panthers have activated wide receiver Adam Thielen from IR. He had been dealing with a hamstring injury and gives another weapon to quarterback Bryce Young. In college hoops tonight, Lady Vols are hosting MTSU, looking to start the Kim Caldwell era 3-0. Tip-off is at 5:30 p.m. on ESPN. And the men's side of hoops, number 1 Kansas hosts Michigan State at 5:30 on ESPN, while number 19 Kentucky hosts number 6 Duke in an early top 25 matchup. Tip-off for that one is at 8 o'clock on ESPN. The second college football playoff ranking show is tonight at 7:30. That one's also on ESPN. A lot of ESPN stuff today. Tennessee initially ranked 7th last week in the college football playoff ranking, looks to move up after a win over Mississippi State and losses from number 3 Georgia and number 4 Miami. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Three Town 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. Big weekend of football coming up. Basketball rolling too. Duke Kentucky tonight. Battle of the Boulevard going on at Allen Arena. This is the 151st Battle of the Boulevard. Lipscomb leads the series 56-54. But Belmont has won 18 of the last 21. Lipscomb and Belmont, if you're new to the city, this is sports OG stuff in Nashville. Yeah. Like goes way back. Way, way back, obviously, with 151 of them. 2.7 miles separates those schools. So they're going at it tonight over at Lipscomb. Austin P 3-0 in men's basketball. They have a win at Butler. The Governors play at number 11 Tennessee Sunday at 2 o'clock. Lady Vols and MTSU today at 5:30 on SEC Network Plus. Matchup predictor gives the Lady Vols a 90.9% chance to beat MTSU today. Both teams are 2-0. Lady Vols averaging 95.5 points per game. You need to watch them, man.
Yep.
They run and run and run, and it's interesting. They've played 2 games, right? The school record for steals was 20.
Ooh.
In game 2, they had 18. In game 1, they had 26. They set the school record in Kim Mulkey's first. Kim Mulkey.
That's LSU.
Wrong coach.
You would take a championship, though.
Wrong Kim.
We'll take it.
Boy, that'd be some breaking news.
Hey, she recruiting like her right now.
Coach Kim Caldwell. She got a 5-star player yesterday for the next year's class. So
big time.
Check them out. They go full court. 40 minutes of hell is what it looks like.
Yeah, and it's going to be – this is a get-back game for them as well because Tennessee came down here and MTSU put it on them. MTSU got a big girl down low, man, big Russian. She don't play. She go to work. I mean, about 6'6". Got to work, and they going to give her the ball over and over and over, too. And this – Tennessee better come with it.
Big 6'6" Russian.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, she don't play.
That's intimidating.
Nice down there, too. She's nice, but I was going to be interested to see what this is a different Tennessee team than they used to playing. So
Babsy is here in her Duke blue.
What up?
For tonight's game.
What up,
Duke, a 5.5-point favorite over Kentucky tonight at 8 o'clock.
I mean, how late is that game? That was the other thing. It's in Atlanta, so it's 9 o'clock Eastern time. That is late.
Yeah,
tip.
and they're fitting the college football playoff rankings in between those 2 games, I think.
They did that last year, too.
They're crazy.
They did it last year when IU played Auburn, I think. They did like a college football halftime thing, which was kind of cool.
That was in Atlanta, too, wasn't it?
Yeah. Who won?
Hey.
That would be Auburn. My dear husband. Just to remind you.
Her husband went to Indiana for those.
If y'all think I'm too much, let her teams win.
Y'all. I mean, I rubbed that one in for months.
You're supposed to, because y'all was there in person,
and months.
Too.
Yeah, we were all there.
Yeah.
With my brother, too.
And y'all going to be good this year. Indiana going to be good this year, too.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, honestly, big picture, Travis probably
They're a football school now.
would rather have you win and be happy, right, than for you to lose and then just be a tornado around that house.
That's what you would think.
I was gonna say that might be a tough one right there.
But no, actually, he's
Not so much.
He's like annoying IU fan. He probably says that about me, annoying Auburn
That is
fan.
true. When your teams lose, you don't really gripe about it. You just don't talk about it.
Right.
They're like
Just don't
dead to
wanna
you
talk about
for a
it.
minute.
Just don't talk about it.
Slay Dog is here, y'all.
I'm in the building. Better be ready. I ain't got no room.
Did a little research on Abdul Carter from Penn State.
Yep. They got some solid numbers.
Why do you have
Too many needle moving people on the board, Babsy.
Okay.
Abdul Carter, we got some Abdul Carters already. We got a couple of them running around.
Okay.
You know,
Harold
them
Landry.
some solid good players that's going to probably have an 8-year career. We need needle moving. And there's some needle moving guys out there.
So if you just tuned in, we ran through the NFL Draft Network the Draft Network has its latest mock draft. And the Titans picking third, they have them taking Penn State edge rusher Abdul Carter with Travis Hunter on the board.
And also needs to be announced, Slay will be walking into oncoming traffic if Abdul Carter is picked by the Titans.
It's quite a movement you've got there.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
It'll end quickly.
Hey, I put my life on the line for the Titans, man.
Oh, my God.
I'm out here. Y'all like me? Like I like y'all? Do me a solid one. Keep me alive. Please.
Do not draft Abdul Carter third
If you do, I'm gone.
with all these dudes on the board.
Peace.
Deuces, I'm out.
I ain't got no choice.
Executive producer of 3HLSF.
What's up?
Playoff committee will release its rankings tonight at 7:30. I guess that's halftime of why did they say 7:30?
So the Kansas-Michigan State game is at 5:30.
Oh, 5:30. I
And
had it at
then
6.
the-
Okay, there you go.
Duke-Kentucky game is at 8.
Our time?
Correct.
Okay.
5:30. I wrote it down at 6. There you go. Well, that explains it. Thank you, Zeph. So 7:30. NCAA.com has a projected bracket going into tonight. They've got Oregon number 1 with a bye, waiting on the winner of Indiana hosting Alabama. 6 versus 8.
Ooh.
How about that? Indiana gets
Indiana
to
hosting
host.
Alabama,
Yeah.
boy. Woo. And that stadium on about, 65?
Not even that, is it?
Not even that? Golly. There'll be people, man, they had to pull out some extra bleachers.
That would be
like in high school?
Yeah, they're going to have to.
When Hillsborough played Gallatin, when I was at Hillsborough, we had to go get JT Moore bleachers because Gallatin was bringing the whole damn town.
Dog, you know Bama coming.
They have 52,626 seats.
Oh my God.
Not even 60,000 seats.
That's only like 10 more than Vandy.
Yeah, come on, Indiana. What y'all go?
It's the
Wait, I mean,
You're right.
they've never won 10
Right.
games.
Hardy, you hear this?
Never.
it's
Never.
the
They've
fifth.
never won 10
They've
games.
been awful.
Yeah.
That's your wife, dog.
1967. Everything that Indiana does, they point back to 1967. Now they've surpassed that. They played in the Rose Bowl that year, too.
Wow.
It's the 15th largest stadium in the Big Ten.
What is it, 16 teams?
So Northwestern, I guess.
And they
And they don't
redoing
even have a
theirs.
stadium right now.
Exactly.
I was going to say they'll probably pass them.
They're
Dude,
playing
they
on the
will.
practice fields.
I tuned into like a Northwestern Duke game like a month ago, and it was already cold up there in Chicago. This transitional stadium thing, like the people sitting in the end zone, like on the last row, their back is like on the Michigan River. Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
And
You're
I'm going to go ahead and tell you that wind coming
big
off
river.
that,
It's serious.
it's something.
It's, I mean, brutal.
Yeah. No, I'm cool.
I think I've told y'all
It's
the
beautiful, though.
coldest, most miserable I have ever been was at a Northwestern game where it was 33 degrees, pouring rain, and like 50-mile-per-hour winds. By
I'm
far.
out. Just go ahead and snow.
I
That's what
forget who were they. They were playing Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And Wisconsin just
they loved
ran
it.
the mess out of the ball in
know
that.
they
But it was everyone's like, oh, what's the worst you've ever worked in. I'm like, listen, I've worked in snow at the Potato Bowl. I've done all this stuff, right? There is nothing more miserable than Northwestern 33 degrees, pouring rain and 50 mile per hour
I don't
winds.
want no parts of that, dog.
All right, so 1 seed Oregon waiting on the Indiana-Alabama winner at Indiana.
that's gonna be
Number
good.
10 seed Miami, because they win the ACC under this format, would get a bye. Waiting on Ohio State, the 2 seed against Boise State, the 13 seed, but they get in because of the group of 5.
Yeah.
Genty's going to have to be dealt with by somebody.
He sure is.
Texas, the 3 seed, waiting on the winner of Penn State hosting Georgia.
Ooh.
And 7 seed BYU,
I hope it would. Go ahead.
waiting on Tennessee hosting Ole Miss.
Who?
BYU waiting on Tennessee hosting Ole Miss.
That's a good one, too, boy. Golly, it's going to be some games.
Can you imagine Neyland Stadium hosting a playoff game?
No.
Lord have
That
mercy.
place would be insane.
All right, to the phones we go. When we come back, Jimmy will lead us off. 615-737-1045. You want in. Also, John Glennon put out some things that Will Levis did in the game that are very positive things. Got that for you next. 3-10-1045. It is hard to believe the holiday season is here. Our friends at Brentwood Jewelry make Christmas shopping easy. Check them out, BrentwoodJewelry.com, or simply go in, meet the Iamaleava family, 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. As we all know, Christmas is a popular time for you to propose. It's also a time for giving to those that you love. Brentwood Jewelry can give you the experience you want, like a surprise gift of that dream ring that she's always wanted at a price that you can afford. Maybe you're looking for something custom and unique. Consult with their custom designers or choose from their selection of fine jewelry, watches, engagement rings, or bring in that priceless heirloom and have that transformed into a special gift that they can wear every day. Let them create a personalized piece that is as unique to the person to which you are giving the gift to. Ladies, if you're looking for ideas for that special man in your life, Brentwood Jewelry is the place for watches. Also, if you like watches like I do, you need to check out the Brentwood Jewelry watch event going on November 18th through the 28th. Skip the holiday lines and find early Christmas deals at Brentwood Jewelry's watch event with exclusive discounts on select watch brands. You'll find the perfect gift for everyone on your list and maybe one for yourself. Make this holiday season timeless with Brentwood Jewelry. 7012 Church Street, just off Franklin Road in the heart of Brentwood. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com. 3HL 104.5 The Zone, my favorite band, my favorite song. Thank you, Seth. Everlong, Foo Fighters. Breathe out so I can breathe you in.
Breathe out.
I was listening to your boy Stapleton earlier today.
That's my guy, man. It's
White
never
horse.
a bad day to listen to Stapleton. Rain, hail, sleet, or snow.
All right, mailman.
He's always going to be there. It's good, wasn't it, Babsy?
Thank you.
You just spiked that bag of chips.
I was like upset that we were coming on air and I couldn't finish it before the last break. Salt and vinegar chips.
Yeah, ain't nothing like them. I'm going to be real.
You like vinegar?
Especially if you get a good bag. I like to sit there. You know what I do? After I finish the bag,
You lick the bag?
This is gonna be
I
too
sit
much
there.
info.
No,
I know it. I can feel it already.
I sit there and take the bag and I inhale it.
No, you huff the bag?
Yeah. And I breathe into it and I'll be like,
Breathe you out so I can breathe you in. It's Everlong from the Foo Fighters.
dude, that vinegar and salt smells so good. Like, it does something to you.
Like I said,
You know, like, try
this
it.
is going to be
Try
too
it real
much
quick.
info.
Just sniff a little bit of it. Oh, no, stop it.
This coming from the
Got
guy
sinuses.
Dude.
who told the world that when he was a kid, he used to sneak in and get his grandmama's nail remover.
Nail polish.
Oh, yeah, I did that too.
Yep.
I used to drink the syrup, though.
Oh, yeah, we knew about that.
Zeph, you've got some
In the pantry.
some breaking news and some research that might help us with a previous discussion.
Yeah, so I may or may not be editing a video back here. And remember when Dawn got distracted by Slay saying horse?
Yeah, but Slay didn't remember that he said horse, and I didn't either.
I said horse?
You said, and you were trying to say what's his name, but it came out horse's name. And so Dawn caught that,
That was good.
but nobody else got it.
I didn't.
I didn't catch it. All right.
Like, what's his name?
Gee, this is shocking to me.
Hey.
Horse's name.
Where would a horse come from? That's crazy.
You mean you two didn't catch something? What?
Oh, dude, we roll right through everything.
A horse? Of course.
615-737-1045.
Blessed
Jimmy
is
and Mount
that.
Juliet next up on 3HL. Jimmy, what's up, man?
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's up, Jimmy?
Good, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy, by the way, we're coming to Mount Juliet on Thursday. We'll be at Buffalo Wild Wings. Come by and see us, brother.
I might do that. Hey, I got one question, then I got something for Slay, and then I'll get off the air and listen to you.
All right, Jimmy.
How come when we talk about qualifying for the college football playoff, that head-to-head competition isn't considered very important anymore? You know, used to, that was the main thing. If two teams were tied, you know, in record.
If it's not, it certainly should be. It should be the number one thing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think so, but I don't hear it much.
Okay.
I don't either. This new regime. No, this new regime they got in, I guess, doing it a little different, I guess.
And I got one more thing. Slay,
Talk to me, brother.
Saturday in Athens, Vols by 50.
Come on.
Whoa!
Come on,
Jimmy.
Jimmy on Tuesday. Jimmy on Tuesday. Turn it in. Yeah, Kai ain't got no room.
I gotta tell you, Jimmy, I wasn't
Jimmy
expecting
driving,
that.
baby. Kai ain't got no room.
I wasn't
That's what I'm
expecting
talking
that
about,
right
Jimmy.
there.
First of all, Jimmy, I like how you said Saturday. That's what I like, because ain't no
right.
TNL or anything. It's just Saturday.
That's right.
Yeah. Balls by 50.
I
That's
like how
right.
he said
See ya.
50.
Jimmy,
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Okay.
all right, Jimmy. Hey, hell yeah, Jimmy, you call back anytime.
Listen, Jimmy just dropped a Vols by 50 out of
I'm
nowhere.
looking for on Tuesday. I like that.
I mean, he just went from college football head to head, like an actual discussion, to a slave. Saturday.
Yeah.
Vols by 50.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
I didn't expect
No,
that right
I
there.
didn't either. Jimmy, I'm with you. I tell you that. Georgia fans, the lines are always open all week.
I don't think Georgia fans are very confident right now.
They feel a little different, Babs. I done seen this amongst the people before.
No, but,
Yeah.
and honestly, when's the last time Georgia lost 2 games in a row?
2016. And that season they did it twice. And one of those times was at Ole Miss and the following week at home against Tennessee. How about that?
Oh,
say
that's
how about that?
creepy.
Always repeats itself. Man.
Isn't that creepy?
It's
I
creepy.
like
They lost 2 in a row later in the season, so it's not the last time they lost 2 in a row, but it is the last season that they did it.
To Vandy in Florida.
Vandy and Florida was
Yeah.
the next 2. Yep.
Wow.
That was Kirby's first year.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
I saw Thamel.
Meal for it.
Thamel tweeted, just talking about how big this game is, right? Thamel tweeted, ESPN's number 2 overall recruit for 2025, will unofficially visit Georgia on Saturday for this Tennessee game. Right now, he's committed to USC, visited Colorado last month, clearly still checking it out, right?
Keep your eyes open. There's some running backs. ETN's back
He
there.
was a 2026 guy. He reclassified to 2025. You're seeing that a lot nowadays.
Yeah.
They want to get to the money as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So you said you're seeing this in the Georgia fan base a little bit?
Yeah, and I've seen this story before. So what we look at with Will Levis and coming out of that game is like, okay, we're picking out the good in that game. So it's like being able to get a good night's rest without a nightmare.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we didn't have a nightmare. We got a good night's rest. That don't mean we had to wake up and go use the bathroom and then go back to sleep. But we got a good night's rest. With this situation.
Old dude problems.
Yeah, it's similar in this one. Like, I've seen this. 2 years ago, I remember how frantic Alabama fans were and thinking like, oh, man, we're going to get them. But they were saying it with a tone that wasn't that confident. And you can see it in their eyes. This is the same thing. I got some Georgia friends, and they haven't reached out as of late. And
I'll tell you one
this
guy
is
that
not
reached
like
out.
them.
Matt Murphy from WTN, big Georgia guy. So he came in on Friday to look for you so he could talk trash. He said, I need Slay. I need to talk trash. He goes, once y'all get through these little Bulldogs, the real Bulldogs are next week. And I wanted to talk trash. So he was like coming at it
Ready.
on Friday. What did he do when he came in here yesterday?
Yeah.
Y'all are going to win.
Yeah, defense travels.
He said defense travels.
Saw him. I went and got my water out of the car. He was leaving. I just saw him. And I just like to mess with Murph. I was like, hey, go Vols. And he goes, they're going to kick our A.
See?
They're going to kick our A. We're terrible.
Babsy.
This is Georgia fan right now.
Now, keep in mind, Georgia is favored by 9.5 points.
Yeah.
Great. I'm taking them 9.5.
No, but you know what it is? It's because it isn't the dominant offense that you're used to seeing the last couple of years from Georgia. Carson Beck all of a sudden is throwing picks out like candy.
SEC stats, 10 touchdowns, 12 interceptions.
I mean, that is extremely uncharacteristic from him,
Yeah.
right?
I mean-
Georgia fan wants Mike Bobo fired.
That's crazy.
I mean, this is where they are.
And when you look at it, this UT team isn't the team that they've seen in the past. They only had to worry about one thing. All they had to do was worry about, let's stop the passing attack. We know we have enough dogs up front, literally dogs up front, that can stop these guys. And remember, the same thing that we were speaking about with Georgia at that time is how we're talking about Tennessee's defensive front. We never got to see, I'm telling y'all, Jordan James, I hope I'm saying his name right, Jalen Carter was the backup. We kept on raving about him. Like the linebacker, I forgot his name. That was the truth. He wouldn't end up going to Philly too. But all of these guys were backups to the starters. Their depth was crazy. So they were going to keep on sending them. And you knew at some point the war of attrition was going to kick in. The levee was going to break. And Georgia was going to be Georgia. You don't feel like that this time. And it's been reversed. This defense you're looking at saying, coming off that Ole Miss game, if they can do that, we can do that. I'm telling you, man, it's different.
If Georgia beats Tennessee, though, they're right back in where they want to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's that. I just think they lack playmakers on the skill positions. I think their offensive line isn't as good. And I think they don't have that top elite dog up front.
Yeah. And we know for sure them tackles. Ooh.
Now, they do have Malachi Starks back there, so be aware of that safety back there. But it's interesting. Carson Beck, last year threw 6 interceptions in 417 attempts. This year he has 12 in 321. I mean, you take Ladd McConkey and Bowers away from him?
It's different.
By the way, Bowers?
Yeah.
Lighting up the NFL.
Yes, he is. I got him on my fantasy team. Yeah, he's coming off a bye week. I'm going to tell you another dude. Remember I was talking about him at the beginning of the year. Starting to emerge. You starting to see these people that got it start to get their feet settled under their ground. Boo Carter knocking on that door. You see, all of a sudden, now he back there on special teams. Remember I said, dude is a ball hawk. He just got a knack with the ball. You really can play him on offense.
That was an incredible interception. That was not a freshman interception. He jumped that route.
Watch Boo Carter, man.
That was film study and execution and athleticism.
He's a player.
28-yard punt return, 23-yard punt return.
He itching for the paper. I'm telling y'all, man, it's going to be woo-wee.
Tennessee scoring offense, they're fourth in the SEC, Georgia 8. Total offense, Tennessee 3, Georgia 8. Rushing offense, Tennessee 1, Georgia 15. When's the last time a Georgia team was 15th in the SEC? Well, there weren't 16 teams, but second to last in the SEC in rushing.
Now,
Passing offense, Tennessee 9, Georgia 5.
Now, that's the only thing that got to get straightened up. We talked about it this morning. Savage brought it up. Big Omari Thomas, big Elijah Simmons. All these guys, you can't guess. You got to go up front and whoop them and stay where you're supposed to do your job. Don't do what you want to do. Do what you're supposed to do. If they do that, it's going to be different. The reason I think Tennessee was getting gashed is because guys start guessing and trying to make big-time plays instead of doing what you're supposed to do. Do your job.
Georgia has allowed 15 sacks in 9 games. Tennessee is tied for fourth with 22 sacks, but in 8 games. So one fewer game. We've got tons of notes for you. With regard to Nico, we were talking about the passing game, and I brought this up. I meant to bring it up yesterday. Since halftime of the Alabama game, Nico, 8 of 13 the first half, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns against Mississippi State, and then he left at halftime. Kentucky, 28 of 38, 292, a touchdown, no interceptions. Second half of Alabama, 7 of 12, 95 yards and a touchdown, also 44 yards rushing in the second half against Alabama. So since halftime of the Alabama game, he's 43 of 63. That's 68% completion percentage, 561 yards, which translates to 224 per game. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, and 80 yards rushing. We talked about that Monday after the Alabama game, did the light come on because it looked like it did, and the stats back that up.
If you really been playing, this is one of those times where you look at them guys in the locker room and say, you're not freshmen anymore.
Yeah. And notice he hit those 2 deep balls against Mississippi State. And I know Mississippi State's defense is awful, but those are still open throws that he's had that he has missed that he connected on in that game.
Our defense is awful.
Are you calling the dogs?
Yeah, I'm looking for them the little dogs. I know it take them a while to get their little legs up.
Listen, bulldogs don't move fast.
I know they're hot.
They're like turtles. Yeah. They go where they want, when they want, and not very quickly. You see people like walking a bulldog. That bulldog, like he'll just stop right there.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Come on,
no, I ain't got time. I'm tired. I'm hot, bothered."
Jake and Brentwood next up on 3HL. Jake, what's going on, man?
3HL, what's going on? How you doing?
What up, Jake?
How confident are you in Tennessee victory in Athens, Georgia, as we sit here on Tuesday?
Simple. I mean, Beck reminds me of my wife at Halloween. She's handing out candy. And I said, baby girl, I said, hey, that's too much candy. Beck's like throwing footballs like it's Halloween. Here, you get one, you get one.
Like,
Everybody gets one.
Oprah giving out cars?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get a pick. You get a pick.
Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you something. I know they're coming off a loss, blah, blah, blah. History repeats itself. I don't think anybody down there studied history long enough to realize it's going to be a 2-loss. 2-loss, and Tennessee's going to repeat.
That's what I'm talking about, Jake.
Come on.
That's what I'm talking about, Jake. I'm right here with you, baby.
All right, Jake.
Well, you like,
what
you like it?
No, I love it. I said I'm right here with you.
You want some more of it?
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this: what do y'all think about? The? I know it's early, right? But the playoff scenario.
I think it's fascinating, and I think it changes dramatically. You saw 3 and 4 go down last weekend. Now, both of those teams are still in play, but it's been interesting. I don't know why this reminded me of this, Jake, but Jake and Brentwood reminded me of one of the crazier stories in college football that nobody's really talking about, and that's Utah. Utah was picked to win the Big 12 or Big 10, and they started 4-0. They are now 5-5. I mean, just a tire fire, and they get Colorado this weekend. Wouldn't that be one of those weird things to happen? Because Colorado's playing so well.
Yep.
It's. I keep saying college football is on crack.
Yep. Keep calling.
And look, this year, like, if you're a betting man, it's almost like the NFL. There's so much parity, and I know that it has to do with NIL and the portal. But my gosh, it's hard to. It's maybe just the SEC. It's difficult to bet.
NFL's way harder.
Yeah,
I feel like we know college football a little bit better, but
although
that Ole Miss money line,
the parity is.
It's been dogging me.
Yeah.
Last 2 weeks.
that Ole Miss money line hit good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I love you. Y'all stay safe and go Vols.
Yeah.
See you, Jake.
See you, Jake.
He just kind of understated that little go Vols on the way out.
Yeah, I said it not enough.
Jael said, can Auburn upset Alabama this year? From a talent standpoint, no. From you have no idea whatever goes on in that game, yes, Auburn can. Don't give me that look.
No, I'm not giving
What do you
it.
think?
No, I'm not giving you a look.
I haven't thought about that game, honestly.
I was thinking.
I'm trying to think of Peyton Thorne and all of the bad things he could do against Alabama.
Oh, my gosh.
A little bit of country
right?
almost just came out in you.
That was a little country,
You said
wasn't it?
upset. You corrected. You said upset, but then you said upset.
Upset.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Upset Alabama.
Yeah, that was,
Can Auburn get Alabama?
You give me that, I'm gonna say yes, they can. If you talk like that, hell yeah, they can. Yes. Hey, I'm gonna tell you though,
She's Southern fried right now.
I'm telling y'all, man. Hey, that game right there, the last 3 years, I've been winning money on that game.
Oh, did you guys see the AJ McCarron interview that came out?
Wild. That's wild.
It was after the Kick Six game.
Why are you going to bring that up right on the break?
Wild.
But
Sorry.
yes, that is a funny story. Go ahead. Real quick.
Allegedly,
Yeah.
I'll say allegedly, he talked about how the kicker for Alabama ended up finding
Poo in his shoe.
in his shoe
Shama.
after that.
He had poo in his shoe.
Who do you think did it?
That's what I want to know.
Because Saban then brought it. He said Saban brought it up in the team meeting. Like, who did this?
How do you get it in the
It's
shoe?
a teammate.
I know.
That's what I said.
Is
Because
it dog? Do you just like pick up dog and put it in there? I mean, like who does it? And who
That's what I'm
does it to
saying.
an actual teammate?
It's a lot going
you would
on.
have
with
to
that,
pick.
Babson.
You would have to hopefully put gloves on and pick it up. Ugh. Because AJ McCarron said the shoe was filled with poo.
Yeah, like it was stuffed in
Like
there.
the kicker like pulled his foot out.
But the story was funny because he said he had missed two, and then he was lining up to kick another one, and he made it, but they had a false start.
Yep.
And so they go back five, and he's like, look, dude, you got this, because McCarron was the holder. He's like, you got this. And he goes, I saw in his eyes he didn't have it. He's like, no, dude, I made that one. That was luck.
Yeah.
And so he goes, so here we go. The snap, he kicks it. He kicked it so far left, it went to our bench.
That's what's crazy.
And he goes, yeah, you're right.
Didn't have it.
Golly.
Ended up with poop in his shoe.
Yeah, the old poo in the shoe trick.
Said Saban was going to take DNA samples.
That's what he said. All right, more 3HL when we come back.
So
615-737-1045. I didn't get to my positive stuff from John Glennon about Will Levis. We'll do that next. 3HL 1045 The Zone. I want to tell you about my friends at Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. They are your go-to for anything vehicle-related that you need. Car, truck, SUV, Jeep, new or pre-owned. These are your guys. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee. Just 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. And maybe you want something brand new. Maybe you're that kind of guy. They've got you covered. Just tell them what you're looking for. More space in your vehicle, better gas mileage. Better price. Maybe you're looking to save some money. Go the pre-owned route. They've got you covered there, too. Great selection of pre-owned vehicles. Ram trucks, Jeeps, anything you're looking for, they can help you out. Just tell them, again, what you're looking for, and they will point you in the right direction. Go take your test drive. Go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it will be that easy. 24 West toward Clarksville. Exit 35 is about 9 miles outside the city. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in Springfield, Tennessee. Beautiful fall drive, and you'll really enjoy it. About 30 miles from downtown Nashville. Check them out online, GuptonMotors.com. That's where you will find all the dealership information. The deals they have going on this month, very important, so check it out. GuptonMotors.com. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
What's happening, good people? You know what time it is. Yeah, weather time. You need the power. You need to stay on. Don't let it drop. you got an opportunity to go get you a Generac automatic standby generator. Wow. That was crazy. Generac automatic standby generator.
That'll get you.
Yeah, my power will go out. Like, I don't want my power.
You need a generator.
I need horsepower.
You need Cove generators.
Yeah, take it back.
Call them now.
Yeah, you got it.
Man.
Like, that was wow.
You did mention that Generac automatic standby generator. And here's the deal. You buy one before 2025 and Cove Generators will give you a free 10-year warranty. Oh, yeah, that's the holiday special going on. It's special. 615 is the phone number, 615-241-6343. Cove's holiday special. Tell them Don and Slay sent you and get that free 10-year warranty on your Generac generator, 615-241-6343. Visit CoveGenerators.com. Stay powered for the holidays, 615-241-6343.
And stay connected through it all.
3HL 1045 The Zone. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Evan and Bank chat is open. You can communicate with some of the 3HL family there. 1045 The Zone. Let me do another one so I can verify something on that.
Oh, boy.
The Toy Field one. Join 3HL. That's us. As we broadcast live from Twin Peaks in Madison tomorrow from 3 until 6 o'clock. Stop by and enjoy food, drink specials, and more. For more information, visit 1045thezone.com/events. What are y'all doing?
Hey, man, Beth got all kind of goodies over there. I don't know what she's doing.
What are you preparing for, like the end of the world? Oh, Fun Dip.
I have Fun Dip.
I haven't seen Fun Dip.
I mean, y'all, this was like the goat of.
This so was.
Where did you get Fun Dip? 1988?
Yeah,
with the little stick? It came with the stick. Wow.
Stick
Linka
tastes good, too.
sticks.
Wow, yeah, dip it in there. See, that's where I got the pickles and Kool-Aid from.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I went through Baby Bab's Halloween candy.
What flavor is that? Watermelon?
Cherry Yum Diddly Dip.
Now, that's good.
It's got to be good.
Cherry. Anything
yeah. red flavor.
Yeah, buddy.
615-737-1045. Uncle Bob in Spring Hill. UB, what's up?
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking the call. I had my little nap earlier, and it wasn't a dream, but it's a premonition. And Ron, you feel free to let it go.
Okay.
We're gonna win. We're gonna win it all.
Oh.
Write it down.
Wait, who's we?
Tennessee. Who else, darling? We're gonna win it. We're gonna win it all in football.
Hey, man. That's what
Are
I'm
y'all
talking.
there?
Hey, oh, yeah, Uncle Bob, we here, and I'm writing it down.
I don't know, Uncle
Write the
Bob.
date down. I'm telling you now. Oh, come on. I love you, too.
No.
Not as much. Don, I don't love you as much as the mayor, but
November
I'm telling you.
That's all right.
Thank you, UB.
2024.
Get that done. Did you hear
listen,
Uncle Bob.
I don't know the score. Hey, okay, I'm almost done with it. You go, we're going to win it all.
Yeah, buddy. Let's go.
Zeph, save it.
God bless. God bless.
All right, Uncle Bob.
Thanks,
Thank
Uncle
you.
Bob.
Man.
I got it written down, Uncle Bob.
You got
Uncle
what
Bob.
written down? Uncle Bob's
November 12th,
premonition.
2024. Uncle Bob going to win it all.
I'll tell you this. If Tennessee does win the national championship, my little preseason bet of $100 turns into $2,300.
Oh, very quick. That's all?
Yeah.
It seems like I ought to be higher than that.
Yeah. Well, it's not.
It
is what it is. I will say this. I've already won one of the, I made 6, 7, 8 futures bets before the season, which I've never done before.
Yeah.
One was LSU under 9.5 wins.
Oh, that's looking good.
It's won.
Great.
Oh.
They lost to Alabama. It hit.
it did.
I already cashed it in.
Nice.
Andy won.
Vandy 2.5.
Did you bet Vandy over?
No. I didn't bet them under or over.
Yeah.
Should have.
Should have.
Yeah, but who knew?
We knew.
No,
We didn't know.
we did not know.
I was lying.
I know this. John Glennon wrote things, and some of those things were positives about Will Levis. I kind of already went through this a little bit with Jim Wyatt, but this is what did Will Levis make progress? That was the question I wrote. These are from John Glennon. Okay, 2 good throws for touchdowns, season best 78.3 completion percentage, averaged a season high 7.6 yards per attempt. No turnovers for the first time all season.
I
mean, he took the sacks. That's what we wanted him to do.
Yeah.
Just eat the football.
Yep, he ate it.
They ate him.
Yes.
Ran for a career high 41 yards and posted a season best 127.5 quarterback rating, which was second in the NFL this weekend.
I mean,
He also, and this is from me, not John Glennon, held on to the ball too long on several occasions, was sacked 7 times. The Titans had given up 6 sacks in the previous 5 games. How many of those were on Levis is the question. PFF attributed 2 of the sacks to Levis.
that's a lie.
But
I would have said 3.
Yeah, easy.
I think we did yesterday.
Yeah.
But he certainly contributed to the others right. PFF said all 7 came as Levis held the ball for 2.5 seconds or longer.
Ooh. So, Slay, you said yesterday, Slay's shaking his head.
Face in hand.
Yeah. You said yesterday you felt part of the reason he's holding on to the ball too long is because he's looking for the home run ball. That's where you feel, because part of me, too, looking back is I felt part of him holding the ball was he didn't want to turn the ball over because clearly
he was being careful.
That has been a conversation, a big topic of conversation between those walls.
Definitely a conversation, but I still think if they tell him you go be you, he's gonna let it go. And I think his automatic thing, especially after underthrowing that one ball, was it against the Colts? Mm-hmm. And now I think giving that opportunity to come back and prove it, to show, like, I'm going to show y'all my arm is all right. So I'm looking deep first, then I'm working my way back down instead of taking the check down. I don't know. I just feel like he's a guy that plays with something to prove. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he always has.
Yeah, so I mean, like, it's okay.
I mean, ever since I've watched him, he's been that
I'm going to
guy.
show you my arm is strong. So somebody going to be open down there. And he just didn't throw it. So that's where you get them sacks.
So I feel like
I don't know why you would be. You know for sure. Brian Callahan, he talked about it all offseason. Like dink and dunk. Like you gonna take the little short throws. So there's no reason to hold the ball that long. Only reason to hold that ball is like you saying, if he's scared or trying to. He's just looking long.
I remember that specific comment because he said his completion percentage will go from 58% to 68% if he takes the checkdowns.
And where have the tight ends been?
Right. I don't know. They had 5 of them.
They did.
Can we talk about that?
That was bad.
Right?
That was bad.
I'm glad you brought that back up.
Do you
know how many damn tight ends they kept?
Yeah.
Enough for 2 teams.
What are they doing?
Yes.
I mean, for the love of all that is tight ends.
One is not active on every inactive list.
Well, I mean, got 5 tight ends. We ain't going to use them, but there they are.
It's funny. I come into the show knowing a couple of things that I want to throw at y'all that'll get you going. And one was Abdul Carter because I figured you would with Travis Hunter on the board.
Sure enough.
And I meant to do it sooner with the tight ends. But anyway, Gator Mike.
To their...
Yeah, go ahead.
Just real quick. Hold on, Gator Mike. In their defense, the offensive line sucks. Your tight ends need to help.
Also, they only
as far
have
as protection. So.
4 on the roster right now.
I don't care.
1 is on the practice squad.
I don't care.
That's 5 Titans.
That's still 5 Titans.
That's got to be a record.
I don't care. There's 4 on the roster. Gator Mike, save me.
Don, anything for you, I'll hold for you. Also, speaking of the Kool-Aid room, Ron, what was Uncle Bob drinking? Y'all ain't winning it all. It ain't going to happen. You ain't got the offense to complement your defense.
Gator Mike, I guarantee you one thing, Florida ain't winning it.
Gator, Gator,
hey, hold on.
This is the wrong platform. This is the wrong platform. When your team is showing up the way they are, you take your garbage truck,
Listen,
you just
Gator
ride
Mike,
by. Do not stop.
My lips are closed.
Don't stop.
Don. So anyways, I figured since we're such a crappy team now, we'd be getting Don on one of our games, but that hasn't happened either.
Wow.
So.
Babs has moved up, buddy. Babs has moved up. She ain't got time for them little games no more. She opened up with Texas. That's what I'm telling you. Get him, Mike, man. That's
Sorry,
what I'm
Gator Mike. You don't get me.
It's Trash Talk Tuesday.
Yeah.
Trash Talk Tuesday. But listen, Ron, what about my basketball team? And I'm not talking about the Todd Golden allegations, really, about my basketball team. They're looking pretty good.
This is dangerous
they are
territory.
looking pretty good. This is what I'm telling you, Gator Mike. This is one of those situations where you sit back and lean the recliner back, and you just let everything that goes on in front of you, just let it carry on, and you just applaud and let it go by. Don't call any attention to yourself. Right now, you're calling attention to your football program.
And he's trying to say, well, I mean, besides that, besides that,
we see this. It's the glaring thing. And that's my man. Listen. I'm a huge fan of Todd Golden. I'm especially a huge fan of Mama Golden, who got at me about saying something about
I forgot. You just told me that.
Y'all are really good, man. Y'all are really good. So love the support that you guys are giving down there. Keep it up. keep it up.
I think somebody said it's that Urban Meyer must have really sold his soul to the devil to win those 2 national championships. That's what's that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we wouldn't be surprised, would we?
I mean.
Yeah. All right, we all have a good one.
There's supposedly 2 people that sold their soul to the devil. Have I ever told y'all this little conspiracy theory?
No.
Hit it. You got about 30 seconds.
I'll do it when we come back.
Okay.
There are 2. Maybe Urban Meyer's the 3rd. There are two.
I don't know, but I can't wait to hear this.
All right. That and more next. If you want in, 615-737-1045. Tony the Stud wants to talk about Tennessee, Georgia. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
I'm sorry, Gator Mike, but you can't say besides the inappropriate pictures out there. What do you think about our team? Okay. Listen, there's nothing inappropriate about Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. They're the absolute best, and I know because I use them, and I would love to recommend them to you, especially with winter coming. If you know you need new windows, you know you need new doors, you want to keep all your heat in your house, Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville is who you need to call. And here's the deal. You might be surprised to learn how affordable those replacement windows are. And on top of it, tell them Dawn sent you. They'll give you 50% off qualifying installations and no money down, no interest, no payments for 12 full months. Call them at 615-249-1910. This is what else you can do. You can just stop by their showroom. They have two of them now. One in Franklin, 277 Mallory Station Road. That's the one I've been to a million times. It's beautiful. They have all kinds of options for you to kind of browse through. And then they just opened a showroom in Hendersonville, 256 East Main Street in Hendersonville. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. They're the best. Give them a call or schedule your free consultation online. PellaNashville.com.
What's up, people? Kellum Stem Cell Institute and Holistic Stem Cell Therapy. I'm bringing it to you. Why? Because I am a advocate of it. Yes, I've done it. I went through it. It's your body, your cells, your solution. Easy to get it done. All you got to do is go get your consultation and figure out why you need to get it done. Well, listen. Just listen to your body. Inflammation, yeah, if that's a problem, you have to take a leave and all of these over-the-counter drugs, and you don't have to do that. You got all the healing power inside of you. All you got to do is go get your consultation at 615-850-4415. Let Dr. Kellum break it down for you, and you'll fully understand that you've been having the answer the entire time. All that's going to happen is your body stem cells are going to be harvested and stored for future and continued use, harvested and redeployed based on your needs. So it's going to be a direct hit to where the pain is. Stem cells attack inflammation in the body, and we know that for a fact. All you got to do is go to KellumStemCellInstitute.com.
Good evening. It is 5:04. I'm Joe Spanano live from the 104.5 The Zone studios. Some college hoops tonight starting in women's basketball with the Tennessee Lady Vols as they host MTSU. Looking to start the Kim Caldwell era 3-0. Tip-off for that one at 5:30 on SEC Network Plus. Over in the men's side of hoops, number 1 Kansas hosts Michigan State at 5:30 on ESPN. That will be followed by the second college football playoff ranking show at 7:30 on ESPN. Tennessee initially ranked 7th last week, looks to move up after a win over Mississippi State and losses from number 3 Georgia and number 4 Miami. And then after that, we're back to hoops as number 19 Kentucky hosts number 6 Duke in an early top 25 matchup. That tip-off is at 8 p.m. For our foundation parent waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Welcome in. 5 o'clock hour has commenced. A beautiful evening in the Music City. Hope you had a great Tuesday. It's been a crazy show, as normal.
It's a normal show.
615-737-1045. There's already a video snippet from the show on Instagram.
I heard
3HL on
and
Instagram.
At TikTok, at 3HL 1045.
TikTok.
It'll be on Twitter shortly.
There you go. Babsy, you are here.
I'm in the building.
I'll go ahead and say that.
Switch, please. Switch.
So
I'm here.
You wore your Duke blue shirt.
I know. I got to change into
Duke playing Kentucky. Mm-hmm. You said you were going to put on your I Still Love Leitner shirt, but you haven't done it.
I know. I forgot. Maybe I'll just put it on over my shirt.
So Slay and I had surmised that since you have not put it on, but now you are, so maybe it changes our projection. But since you didn't put it on, we were going with Kentucky in this game.
Oh, that's dumb.
You got to follow through on your little fandom things. Oh my Lord!
Hey, you didn't miss a beat. Good job, Babs.
There we go.
Way to go.
It was like a
back
turtle poking its head out. Now you're ready. All right, now I'm going Duke.
Zeph, I need you to move the logo on our Zone chat so that you can see what my shirt says.
I can't. I can't do that.
Figure it out, Zeph.
That is hilarious.
Hey, pump your chair up.
Here.
Get
Never
to
mind,
Lucas
I'll
height.
just put my seat up.
Get the Lucas Penzica height.
Zeph, go ahead and move the logo on.
So they can see my shirt.
You need a little bit higher.
I thought she started the show. Didn't she start the show high?
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
Okay, you need to move up a little higher. You're still
back,
a little
baby.
too low.
While she's doing this, Slay Dog's here too. Oak
I'm
Hill,
in the
baby.
building. Yeah, I'm most definitely in the building, man.
Represent. Represent Coach Smith over there.
You better know it, baby. Rocking and rolling.
So we'll get back to the phone calls and the Titans talk and the college football and all those things. But before the break, y'all know I love stuff like this.
Yes, please.
So there are 2 artists that I had heard stories about selling their soul to the devil to become great at what they did.
Huh. Taylor Swift?
I found a 3rd that I'm just going to read from this list. No, not Taylor Swift.
Who?
Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin. He bought Aleister Crowley's house. Aleister Crowley started the Satanic Church.
Okay.
So Hotel California has references to it. Like that's an Eagles song, but I'm just saying. And so anyway, the Led Zeppelin dudes hung out with that guy. So that's
this
one.
This is so bizarre.
Yeah, it's bizarre. And then this is even more bizarre. There's a 1700s, I think late 1700s violinist named Paganini that supposedly sold his soul to the devil. He had a condition where he was like really tall and had long limbs, and so he was really good at the violin. But like concert goers would say that they would see the devil like guiding his arm on stage, and then they said that you could see like demons flying around as he played. He was so popular back in like 1780. This guy. And then I read about a 3rd.
Slice, like, what is this?
This is stuff I dive into. Yeah. Then I read about a 3rd. Robert Johnson, blues artist. And I'm just going to read this. Robert Johnson is probably the most famous soul in the Devil's collection. Sometime during the 1930s, he said to have met the devil, allegedly at the Clarksdale Crossroads in Mississippi. He was said to have been a decent harmonica player, but a terrible guitarist. Then he disappeared for a few weeks. He is supposed to have taken his guitar to the crossroads in Mississippi, where the devil returned his guitar and gave, it sounds like a Charlie Daniels song.
Yeah, it does.
Returned his guitar and gave him a few lessons. That's right. When he returned, his terrible guitar technique was now described as masterful. When Robert Johnson died in 1938 at the age of 27, the rumor became a fact, and Johnson is now officially known as the Devil's Blues Man. There you go. Never know what you're going to get on 3HL. Paganini, y'all, look him up. Dude was wild.
Why did you go down this rabbit hole?
I don't know. What led me down this?
No, on your own.
Abdul
to
Carter?
know all that.
Oh, but how long have you known me? I know weird stuff, man.
It's bizarre.
I want to be high, too.
No.
No.
I mean, I'm kind of high.
Yeah, you medium.
I was high, then I went low. Candy B told me I was too low, so then I came back up.
Look at how Babs is.
On the chat?
I need to sit higher because I've got 3HL over Leitner. Can you put me in the middle, Zev?
I know. It says, I still love 3HL.
Yeah, put me over there, Zev. Maybe I'll be higher.
Remember when I fell out of my chair trying to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, I tried to get high. Levis got approved this week.
He better.
Minnesota coming in here. They're 7-2. I know they were lucky to win at Jacksonville, but if you believe in luck, which I don't, but 12-7. They earned that win. But Sam Darnold's thrown 10 picks, so there is that. But that Vikings defense is legit, y'all.
This is a true test for him. If we can come out of this one and say, I don't want to come out of this one and say he didn't turn the ball over. Like, I don't want him to turn it over, but I want him to be like, play some football.
Let it rip.
Yeah, like, don't take the 7 sacks. Don't do nothing silly, but don't take the 7 sacks. Can we do something about that? Or no? Is this a foregone conclusion?
My guess is he throws at least one in this one. I mean, he's thrown at least one interception in every game he's played this year, except for the Chargers game. That was the first one.
But this is a new one. This is a new Will Levis.
I mean, how new is he?
That's a great question.
I mean, was that performance an outlier or was it growth? That's another question. Gosh, you look weird sitting way up there.
Kind of like it.
He's on the perch.
You need to go higher. Maybe just stand up.
Whoa, she can't go higher.
Wow.
Dog.
Can I take? Is that Creed? Can you take me higher?
I think you might be up there now, Babs.
There we go.
You might be over it.
No, she's not.
Yep, I am.
Oh, you are?
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't caught up yet. 615-737-1045. So, as we said, the Vikings lead the NFL in blitz percentage, 38.9%. Oh, yeah, she is high enough now.
Yeah, she way up there.
You're like sitting on a throne over there,
That's
Queen
what I'm
Babs.
saying. Queen Babs.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Can you imagine, speaking of the 1780s, could you imagine if Babs was the queen of a country back then when they were just killing people for no reason?
Off with their head.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'll get out of her country.
Boy, they'd be constantly cleaning that guillotine, man.
I'll be in the portal.
Listen, you know what? We'd be disciplined and right.
See what I'm saying?
And if someone disagreed with you?
Off with their head.
Like, yeah, I see.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I can.
Speaking of.
Somebody with too much power?
No.
Did y'all see the Boston College quarterback that got benched and had to step away from the team?
Yes.
I mean,
I don't
I'm
know
not going
what
to
to think
say
about
that there's got to be more to it behind the scenes, but
Y'all,
if it's just because you get benched, then we have to do a better job of
Come on, man.
being a teammate.
Come on.
Admittedly, I haven't really followed Boston College necessarily, but I do remember at the beginning of the season that they got some play in my head and with my eyes.
Yeah, it was.
But and he was playing well. And now he gets benched, and they do it when he can't redshirt. Not that he would, but like if he were to transfer out because he's so pissed off, he would still have this year of eligibility.
Because he played so. I don't know about this. I know mental health is serious.
Yes.
So I don't know how to approach it, but to walk away from the team because you got benched, if that was the reason, I wish we could know the real reason if it was another real reason. That was a lot of reasons.
I mean, there's.
Oh, I know why we paid attention to them, because they beat Florida State in the opener.
That's
before
right.
we all knew that Florida State was what they are.
And what's the name is there? The guy that was at Houston, right? Coach.
Bob, right? Bill
Yes.
O'Brien?
Bill O'Brien.
Bill
there you
O'Brien,
go.
yep.
Bob.
I was like, who? Yeah.
Yeah, Thomas Castellanos. Castellanos? Yeah, Castellanos.
Yeah, that's weird, right?
He's
there.
a dual threat guy.
Yeah, well.
A bunch of BC fans said he actually couldn't throw the ball forward.
Really?
That's
He couldn't
That's
throw
what
the ball
happens.
this
That's
point
what
in the
happens on the way
season.
out, man.
That'll
Yeah.
get you benched.
When you're 5-4 and all these things.
Yeah.
When you started 2-0.
I get you set down.
He completes 61.5%. He's listed at 5'9", this guy.
Ooh.
He's a junior.
That's
so he
tough.
needs this year back.
That is small. 5'9" at quarterback?
Yeah.
I know, but
He
you're.
runs like a...
I mean, we're what? We're
Well, not
week
very well.
11 of the college.
Not very well.
Yeah.
He ran last year tremendously well, but not this year.
We're week 11 of the college football season.
Yeah.
So your point about him not being benched in time to have a redshirt year, clearly he played well through it, right?
Mm-hmm. Had to. They stuck with him that long.
Like
Yeah.
Tennessee's got 3 more games. They're 5-4. They've got 3 more games. So if they would have done it before the last game, he could have redshirted.
I wouldn't. They probably talked to him about it. Or is that why he stepped
y'all,
away? This is
look at
There's
this.
so much more
What-
to it. But
What happened to
who
this guy?
knows?
Seriously, just looking at his rushing numbers, because that's what I remembered about him. And then I looked
Right.
at 2024, and it's like 194 yards rushing, 2.1 yards per carry, and 1 touchdown. Y'all, he ran for 1,100 yards last year.
was a quarterback.
What happened?
I don't know. And you never know if there's like injuries that play in. But
Right.
if that is the case, if there's more to it, like you as a player would think you would want that out
I want
there.
it out there, yeah.
Because if you just see the headlines and what everybody's talking about, it's, oh, he couldn't handle being benched.
Yeah, guy just
You know?
walks away.
615-737-1045. Tony the Stud. Tony, what up?
What's going on, guys? I was wanting to call in earlier and do some smack talking on Georgia, but I thought it was too early in the week. But Jimmy told us it's never too early in the week to be hating on another team.
Jimmy was right on it, man.
This is the SEC. It's never too early.
Yeah.
Don, you ain't lying, and it's every Saturday in the SEC, just like it's every Sunday in the NFL. I think they need to put Carson Beck and take him a little higher to a place where blind men can see, because he ain't seeing nothing out there this week, y'all. Good Lord. That dude is looking like Marv from Home Alone. That dude is looking like E.T. getting ready to phone home out there. I mean, just get him out of there. Good Lord. I tell you what, y'all, this for me is bigger than the Alabama game a couple of years ago when we took the goalpost down and threw them in the river. And I know we're on the road, but this, to me, this game for Josh Heupel and company, for all the Vols fans, I feel like, I know we lost to Arkansas, but if we can just get past this hump and beat Georgia this week and end it with a night, because the Vandy win at the end of the season, I think that'd be a decent win. I mean, at this point. So for me, I just want everybody in Athens to know, listen to my voice. We come into your city, Vols by 50. Take the roof off, Rob!
We come into your
I like
city,
it.
Vols by 50.
Hey, we take it.
I like that ride.
We'll take it. Athens, you get ready. I need to hear some Athens people go.
I will disagree, though, with him on how big this game is. I understand how big it is, right? Mayor,
massive.
yes.
Massive.
But maybe more so for Georgia at this point, because Tennessee only has one.
No,
loss.
screw them. They've had too much success lately. Who the hell cares?
No, but you know what I'm saying.
No,
here.
take those dogs and take them down the road. Take them down to Florida. I don't know where you want to take them. Just get them out of there. They've had so much success lately. Who? Let them. Screw them. It's Tennessee's time.
I do think this is bigger than
The Alabama, yeah.
Yeah, just because of the implications.
Well, because of the college football playoff.
When you win big games, you create bigger games. So had they
Correct.
not lost to Arkansas, this game doesn't take on what it has taken on.
Right.
That's a fair point.
Yep.
And Tennessee could be ranked number 2 right now. But maybe number 1.
But you can still get back to that.
But Arkansas got him.
But Arkansas got him. Man, 10-point lead in the second half. Backup quarterback, right down the field. Remember with that 280-pound running back?
No, don't even blame it on that. It's the running into the punter. That was
yes, when they didn't even have punt rush on.
That was the whole problem. That was the downward spiral after that.
10-point lead, getting the ball back in the second half. Yeah, good point.
That did.
Excellent point.
They did. They scored on that drive after he ran into their punter. Extend the play.
So Tennessee money line. How confident are you in Tennessee winning at Georgia as we sit here on Tuesday?
I'm as confident as I was 4 weeks ago. I thought that Georgia was going to be the game. I thought Alabama was. I wasn't even worried about Alabama game. Georgia game was the game that I was like, man, we can finally go beat them because of who we got. If we're healthy, it's going to be different.
Right.
Physicality is going. Like, it's a different team, man. I'm going to just continue saying it. If they are who I think they are and who they've shown, outside of that Arkansas game, I can't think of another time this team has gotten punked.
I hear Nico's going to go. I hear Thornton's 50-50.
I can't think of it.
Right. All right, more 3HL when we come back. 615-737-1045.
What's happening, Big Slay? And I recently contacted We Grow Hair because a little hair was coming on up off of it. Not because of going to the barbershop. No, it was the sunroof. Yeah, it was a little ventilation coming on, and I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, you're getting a little cocky on those, Big Slay. Well, no, I'm not, actually. How about that? Now, I'm watching myself on Zone TV, watching it on the live stream, and not just going to sit by and stand there and watch the little hair continue to just fall on out, just disappear. Nope. Going to get it fixed at PAI Medical. We Grow Hair. Now, you can lose up to 50% of your hair before you even notice it. Do what I did. Call right now for your free evaluation, 615-376-6010. For almost 30 years, We Grow Hair has been Nashville's premier hair restoration medical clinic. We Grow Hair's FDA-approved laser hair therapy plus anagen therapy is going to restore your hair. They have a trademarked hair transplant procedure that gives you 3 times more hair in one procedure if you want to go that route. Losing your hair? Fix it. Go to WeGrowHair.com, call 615-376-6010. That's 615-376-6010, and tell them Big Slade sent you.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brett Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. So that little discussion about 3 artists that have sold their soul to the devil, allegedly. Jimmy Page, guitarist for Led Zeppelin. Paganini, violinist back in the late 1700s. And Robert Johnson, a blues artist. They say he couldn't play guitar at all, disappeared for a few weeks, went to the crossroads in Mississippi, met with the devil. Suddenly he was spectacular.
Well,
maybe he just learned, Yeah, maybe it just clicked. It clicked.
Maybe he had to sit behind somebody like Will Levis did. And then all of a sudden it clicked for him. And here we are.
So that drew a bunch of phone calls, including Mike in the borough. Mike, what's up? How are you?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
Hey, great. So, the story you were talking about with Robert Johnson, there's actually a movie made about that.
I'm all
in the late 80s.
Tell me.
Yeah, it's called Crossroads. It stars Ralph Macchio and the guitarist Steve Vai is in it.
Oh.
It's actually pretty good, though. It's a good watch.
I'm in. Thank you. Appreciate it, Mike.
Oh, you're welcome. Hey, you're welcome. One last thing, Don.
Yes.
Go Tar Heels.
Wow, they ain't even in the hunt today.
No, but the hate is real.
Just a little drive-by there. Let me tell you about this guy that sold his soul to the devil. By the way, go Tar Heels.
Yeah.
You guys know, so I love Mac Brown, right? Everybody loves Mac Brown, head coach for Carolina football team. So if you work a home game at Carolina, they give you gear, nice gear.
Yeah, they got Jordan.
I got a pair of shoes.
Oh, wow.
Team issued, awesome.
Where are they?
Carolina shoes. They're in my closet because I cannot physically bring myself to ever wear them.
Is Carolina written on this somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's got the little
How sweet is that, though?
That's dope.
logo.
You can't never wear them.
They're so sweet, though.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
I'm going to be real, I wouldn't either.
maybe I'll give them to my stepson.
So let me tell you a story that might justify your wear of these shoes.
Nothing will.
1991. Tennessee is playing at Notre Dame. In 1990, they had lost 34-29. Carl Pickens had 15 receptions that night. Notre Dame was number 1 in the country. Tennessee was down two scores. They score at the end of the game. Onside kick recovered by Pickens. Go down the field, throw the same route, and it's intercepted by Notre Dame. They win 34-29. Fast forward to 1991. Tennessee goes to Notre Dame to play. Fall way behind. Was it 34 to nothing? And then they block a field goal last play of the first half, and Floyd Miley runs it in for the touchdown. I think Darryl Hardy blocked it, number 87. And so they cut it to 34 to 7. Tennessee comes all the way back. They take the lead 35-34 on a screen pass to Aaron Hayden, who's got some running back in his family too. And Notre Dame drives the ball down the field. They had a replacement kicker. Mike Key just told this story on the show the other day, but they had a replacement kicker because Craig Hentrick, who was a Notre Dame kicker and punter, had torn his ACL in that game. Quick side note, Craig Hentrick played his entire NFL career with a torn ACL. He never had surgery on it.
Really?
Wow.
How about that? So, replacement kicker, field goal blocked by Jeremy Lincoln, who played defensive back for Tennessee, ended up in the NFL, played for the Detroit Lions with his butt. So the kick goes up in the air. It looks like it's John Ward called it good. No, it isn't. It is no good. It is no good. So Tennessee wins 35-34. They call it the Miracle of South Bend. So we're all on campus. And we're going crazy. Like, it's funny, like Presidential Courtyard, everybody came out of their dorms running into Presidential Courtyard, just jumping around, hugging everybody, all this stuff. So that night on the Strip was fun.
I imagine.
So we're in the last lap. And, we're just hanging out and all this stuff. And I see Jeremy Lincoln, who blocked the field goal, and Dale Carter, who was crazy back then. He found God. Was a hell of an NFL player, too. They're walking through the last lap with Notre Dame hats on. And I was like, me being me, I'm like, hey, man, why y'all wearing Notre Dame hats? And Jeremy Lincoln, who was like really quiet guy, he looked up at me and said, because we own them.
Oh.
That's the justification for you to wear those shoes.
What a great story.
Thank you, Babs. I'm full of them today.
I might be able to do that. No. Slay said no.
You're not buying into that, Vince?
No.
That was a great story, though, and I feel it.
I feel that
But,
too,
yeah,
but I would have to like make a shirt that
and
was
then you
saying
gotta,
why
because you're
I
going
would
to
have
explain
them
it everywhere
on.
you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dale Carter was crazy. They were playing Florida. They won 45-3 in 1990. First play of the game, I think it was Shane Matthews was the Florida quarterback, and he told the story. He's up at the line of scrimmage. He identifies Tennessee's defense. They were in cover 2, right? Dale Carter plays safety. He's supposed to be 15 yards off the ball. He goes, he's looking down the offensive line communicating, then he hears a bunch of profanity coming at him. He looks up, and it's Dale Carter. He's like, he's supposed to be 15 yards back there. He had 2 interceptions that night. That dude was such a good kick return for a touchdown that sparked the win. Tennessee, Georgia coming up. You wanted a Georgia call.
Oh, we got some?
Many
We have
Georgia
a fan?
calls.
Yeah, I love it.
Darrington
Oh, this ain't no real Georgia fan.
joins us.
Wait a minute, Slade, before we even get there. It's OT Day, and it's Tell the Truth Tuesday. I got to tell the truth. Yesterday you did a special, and it was a Nathaniel special. You need to do another one about one Carson Rain Bank. Everybody in Georgia knows he's a Nathaniel. We will take Matthew Stafford right now. Whatever he got left, we'll take him right now. We still looking for this man's arm. I think when he went to go got in that tattoo chair and they said down there did all in the arm sleeve, they took some of his talent with him because he can't throw worth nothing. I'm talking about. I would take the mayonnaise man right now over Carson Rain Beck.
Okay. You're getting a little dramatic here, Darrington.
See, Carson Beck still got time to go win a national title, and y'all can all forget about those 12 interceptions.
Yeah.
No, you can't. No, you cannot forget about this. You've seen it. The stress. The stress that he put you under for no reason, you are wasting a perfectly good defense. You're wasting what talent of offense you have around them. You're killing draft capital for some of these offensive players. See, a lot of these people, they're going to come out here and they're going to talk because of their family. I'm going to tell you because of the truth. We are worried. Tennessee is a formidable opponent. Last week, I was talking crazy. We Carson Beck has rained on my parade. So, yes, I am worried. That is all.
Oh,
all right, Darrington.
Okay, Darrington, I'll accept that.
Last week I called in talking crazy.
Because I remember that.
That's why you backed off the mic.
I was like, see, come on, Darrington, here you go. But okay. All right. That's 2.
2, counting Murphy?
Yeah, I got to count Murph, dog, yeah.
Yeah, but that was like in here during the break.
Yeah, but everybody know.
But it's funny how Murph flips so dramatically from Friday to Monday. As a Georgia
I missed
fan.
that.
Yeah, he came looking for you.
Here I go. I'm right here. Listen, man, it's a different feeling. It's a different feeling.
615-737-1045.
I ain't had this feeling in quite some time. Like it was laughing stock when Tennessee was going to play. Dobbs on boot.
I mean, how many times has Tennessee played this game in the last 20 years where they were like a 22-point underdog?
That's what I'm saying. Like, all right. Yeah. I think the line going to get down to about 6.
You do?
About
you
5.
think it's going through the key number of 7? Mm-hmm. I was thinking it might stop at 7.5.
It may.
I got it at 10.5.
Yeah, I think it'll go back up before it go down, though. Just a couple of information leaks. That's all it's going to take.
You got to get up to get down.
911 is a joke in our time.
Mo in Nashville. Mo, what's up?
Oh, yeah, I just had a quick question for Slay. Well, a statement and a question. So, obviously, we're all done with Will Levis. I feel like the whole fan base is done with him. I like Cam Ward. I like Shedeur Sanders. But is anybody talking about Dylan Gabriel? And then my statement is, Slay, I know you're a man of culture, and I'm so surprised that you haven't listened to this song. It's called Fried by Teacher, and I know you always talk about being fried and stuff. I feel like that should be your walk-in song on Fridays.
I'm fried.
Yeah, that's just my
I'm fried.
2 cents on that.
I'm fried.
I love how calmly
you know I know. Yeah,
I love how calmly you just went through that.
You know I know that. You know I know that
because you always
song.
talk about being fried.
Yeah, man. Like, hey, come on now. You know I know that. That might be our Friday jam. That might be our Friday jam right there. Yeah,
I like
I'm fried.
it.
Yeah, I'm fried.
Thank you, Mo. Appreciate it, man.
He mentioned Dylan Gabriel. We actually did bring him up because we were going through the quarterbacks, possible quarterbacks in this draft class. Mayor, you're not a fan.
We asked I just don't know what to think about him.
Right.
We asked Greg Cosell about it, and he agreed with me. I said, just watching Oregon, everything is so structured that it's hard to tell what he is. And he reminds me a lot of Danny Werfel because he has so much loft in the pass. You know what I mean? It's not like shots down the field. It's like, let me loft that up before you make like two more moves, and then it's right there on you. And the other part of it is like that every throw is predetermined. From what I've seen, not every, I mean, that's a tough thing to say, but a lot of his throws are predetermined. And the other thing is, and this is what Cosell agreed with me on, and I can't wait till he looks at his Oregon tape, which he'll do in the offseason, but he's got pockets for like 10 seconds, literally. Yep. It's crazy. I mean, he just sits back there. Yep. He's a great college quarterback. I don't know on the NFL. So I don't know if he has the arm, like the live arm for that.
I'm right there with you. The only one that gives me a little pushback is because of what Bo Nix is doing. It seems like he's going to be. But I think,
good point.
I think is my thing is the guys that go to Oregon and are developed by Oregon and really like hone in on it. Bo Nix to me is a little bit different, and Sean Payton kind of plucked him from the get go of knowing that's the guy he wanted. So,
but he does have a live arm.
Yeah. I just
and
Dylan
he
Gabriel,
also
I don't believe him.
Never played in a pro style offense until his first year. He did was at Auburn, like his first spring, basically at Auburn ever.
So we're getting used to it.
So then you're talking about the learning and development part of it. That was something that he had to.
Yeah, right. I'm not hating on Dylan Gabriel as a college quarterback. I think he's a great college quarterback. They're number one in the country. Yeah. I mean, they roll out on that offense, man. I just next level.
That's how I am.
You'd be concerned picking him high.
Oh, for sure. That right. Yeah.
NFL, I'm not picking.
And the Titans are going to be high.
I think Milroe will end up going first in terms of the quarterbacks.
That's right there.
That's surprising to me, though.
Just wait for draft season where everybody compares him to Jaden Daniels. Just wait for it. It's coming. You know it's coming. 185-yard rush game.
I do remember him having a pretty deep ball last year.
I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying that's what I think will happen.
Ah, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I like Shedeur Sanders. We've had that discussion, but
I think when you talk pro ready, that's what I'm going with.
Shedeur?
Yeah.
He's so Cam. Tough, man.
I like Cam. I like Cam's mentality.
Yeah.
I like his mentality.
Cam's got a little, like, Levis competitiveness to him. Like, he will force it in there.
And that's what I'm saying. Well, with Shedeur, we've been able to watch him grow. Like, I've seen him get better. Like, and he's not super fast.
Decisions.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he sits in the pocket.
Yeah, he played a court, and he scrambles to get guys open instead of scrambling to run. Like
when he scrambles, his eyes are down the field.
Yeah, I guess.
And he gets beat down, and he's tough.
Yeah. Cam, I just not seeing it pop for Cam, so I don't know. He's probably gonna be good, but
my favorite Cam
doing Travis Hunter, give me them.
Highlight this year was he went up on 3rd down and 1, and I guess people were talking smack because he was under center, and he stood up and he goes. And he pointed exactly where they were going with the run. Mm-hmm. He pointed to it. And then they ran it there and got the first down. Yeah. And he just clapped.
I remember it.
How about that?
That's next level trolling right there.
615-737-1045. It's fun. College football.
What's happening now, fellas? I'm talking to you, and listen up, listen good. You're tired all the time, you're lacking energy or motivation. I got a way for you to get in the game. How would you think about doing it? Well, I got 2 locations you can go and find out how to do it. Go to GameDayMen'sHealth.com. Hurry on over. They got 2 locations, one in Green Hills, one in Hendersonville. Now, this is the process. First, you go in and either location. Have a simple blood test and get your results in just 15 minutes. Second, you'll meet with a licensed medical expert who specializes in all things testosterone, hormone optimization, sexual health, and erectile dysfunction if you got that, weight loss, and vitamin therapy. Discuss your concerns that you need. Finally, if eligible and you decide to move forward, being your personalized treatment plan right for you is crafted right there on the dot. And here's the best part. Your consultation and lab work is free. That's right, completely free. All you got to do is get in the game today with GameDayMen'sHealth.com. Listen, trust me, I'm rocking with it. You rock with it. Let's go get in the game.
Mo said because you're fried all the time.
It's a Friday
This
song.
should be.
Yeah, I'm fried.
This should be your theme
This
song.
is Slay's song.
It's a Friday song. Get fried Fridays.
Does he say anything else other than, yeah, I'm fried?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I cut off a lot of lyrics to get the instrumental in.
Gotcha.
When in doubt.
Probably not NSFW, right?
Yeah, probably want to. It's more,
Not safe for work for those that
yeah,
don't
more
know
gentleman clubbish.
the lingo.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, gotcha.
MTSU up on the Lady Vols 14-10, 3:53 to go in the first quarter.
Didn't they beat Tennessee last year?
Yeah, man, this is a get right game. Coach Elsa and them, they took that dub, celebrated, and sold out, man.
How great is Coach Insel?
Man, good dude.
The best.
Good dude.
I really thought that would springboard more college basketball ADs to go the high school route with the success that he had at Shelbyville, and then
Hello, hey,
Splash.
here we go. I'm gonna tell you the problem with this. My bad, y'all.
no, you're good. I wouldn't say
They're
anything.
gonna go 9, 10 deep.
this-
Yeah, the problem with MTSU.
What?
Look at that. Just throw it up.
They're gonna go 5 deep. Tennessee, charge. Hello, hey, I'm telling you, they're gonna go 9 to 10 deep. And they're going to run. If they can slow the game down, they got to check. Google, I did not say nothing to you.
This is what
Your phone, man. Your
well,
phone
this
is
is
just
what
out there.
Kim,
Your phone
the
is
head
fried.
coach Kim was saying. Like, you don't want to play us because it's go,
Yeah.
run.
And we're going to shoot the 3.
But the other thing, this style, like once you get ramped up, it's hard to turn.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
Coach
ain't no
Summit
turning
used
You
to,
got to stop it early.
Coach Summit, you told me this. It used to say basketball's a game of runs.
Yep.
Yep.
And like once you get going, it's hard to get it back. There's another 3. And so now they're gonna press.
Here you go.
And so like that was part of the struggle early. They didn't have made baskets where they could press.
And look what they got at the bench. I mean, at the score table.
5
They're
more.
coming
More.
5 fresh.
Hey, man. Ooh.
5 fresh.
I remember South Alabama back in like the late 80s. They used to do that. They would sub all 5. So they had they played 10 players. And one unit was called peanut butter, the other unit was called jelly.
Yeah, I like that.
And so they would just sub them 5 on 5.
That's a good
and so
sandwich.
peanut butter was like sticky defense kind of 5, and then jelly was like smooth like jelly.
Ooh, I'm telling you, this like war of attrition. At some point, they got to kick in. They used to play in this style. They not. The thing is, going down the stretch, that's why you go get the caliber players that she was able to recruit for next year's class. So when you got to slow it down, you got somebody to throw the ball to and say, everybody get out the way.
Boom, get out the way.
Yeah, we're going to go flat and get busy.
Wouldn't you have loved to have played this style?
Oh, my gosh. We did.
Like,
my first 2 years.
Yeah, but you mentioned like Arkansas and how attracted to that system you were.
That's the reason, like, going to Tennessee, we were able to do that. Like, we had Isaiah Victor, 6'9", on the ball.
I mean, he was a crazy
Like,
guy.
you know what I mean? And then Vincent Yarbrough at 6'7", at half court with
He's
the
not
leader.
tiny either.
Exactly. His wingspan is nuts.
Yeah.
When we started this segment, it was 14-10 MTSU. It's now 20-16 Tennessee.
And look, they still going to trap. They go to big.
Turnover.
Dog,
So, y'all, somebody sent this to the text. This is about Kim Caldwell. Caldwell also brought with her a level of accountability that was new to the players. A 45-pound weight sits wrapped in a towel along the baseline. Any player that fails to box out during a practice must push the weight the length of the court. Then there's the whiteboard where staff members track. You liked it. Staff members track mistakes during practice for the entire team to see. Practice ends with full court sprints. Failure to touch the line results in another round. Out on the track, players were asked to sprint for 2.5 to 3 miles and had to meet specific time goals. If they failed to reach them, they would have to run again. They also held competition days featuring bear crawls 50 yards back and forth, throwing 25-pound medicine balls, carrying teammates like human wheelbarrows, all as a way to push one another. Players were also required to make 500 three-pointers and 400 free throws each week during the summer. Puckett decided to do more, 1,000 three-pointers and 500 free throws every week. That's what she's putting them through.
Dog.
We talked about this. I think you were gone, Mayor, but we brought this up because it's an interesting dynamic to go from Holly Warlick, well, obviously Pat, to Holly, and then Kelly, and then now Kim, and just how it's almost like every single head coach after Pat kind of, because Holly was not the accountability kind of coach. We all know that.
She's like the nicest lady ever.
Exactly.
Good cop and
but
good cop, bad cop.
Kelly was a little bit more, and then now it seems like Kim is like okay,
we go.
we back.
Yep.
You know?
This is what we doing.
It's interesting to watch. Hey, can I do a shout out?
Oh, come on, Babsy.
Wow. Okay. Shout outs presented by your mom and them.
Yeah. A very happy birthday to, is it 3 Degree or 4 Degree Lee? 3 Degree Lee. Dr. Candace Story.
It's 3 Degree Lee.
Yeah.
3 Degree Lee.
I don't
yes.
think she liked that I gave her that nickname, but it stuck.
3 Degree Lee? I would love it, man. I worked hard for those degrees. Anyway, yes, Candace Story Lee, it is her birthday.
Happy birthday
to her, man.
Happy birthday to Vanderbilt's own AD.
I will say I was at the University of Tennessee long enough to have 3 degrees, but I'm lucky to have the one.
But you only have one.
Yeah, you were saying good hire on Mark Byington.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to watch them play. I think they got Cal coming up. It might be Wednesday, maybe tomorrow or either Friday. They got Cal and...
You like this hire a lot.
Yeah. Stephon Marbury's son plays for Cal. Paige Stojakovic's son plays for Cal. And Lee Dort, who played for Vanderbilt last year, transferred to Cal. So he'll be coming back. It's gonna be a nice little matchup.
All these players' kids that are now in college makes me feel so old.
It's crazy. It is crazy. But they play this style. Similar style.
Yep. They are fun. Vanderbilt's fun to watch.
Deep. Yeah, it's
they're running. They're running.
Yeah.
And
Tyler Nickel, that's my guy. I like him.
Okay. They're running. And to the point, like we were talking about, Byington put out the roster and listed everyone as point guards. They all can move with the ball.
Yes, they can.
And they swing it and they shoot it.
They let it fly.
And they go to the rim.
Tyler Tanner having a really good year so far. Freshman from Brentwood Academy. So, salute to him. Hey, Lipscomb
Mayor
and
was
Belmont.
on the 10-year plan.
Damn, Babs. Wasn't that bad.
No, that's what Adam in the chat said. It wasn't me.
It's like, wow. Just a late direct shot. I started to say stray, but that was a direct shot.
No. That wasn't me. I wouldn't say that.
Yes, you would.
I would.
I was going to say
I thought it was funny.
Mac Talk is coming up next.
Yeah.
Brett Bryan, Coach Mac. Stay tuned for that.
Do not text me from 8 p.m. to about 10:30. Okay?
Gotcha.
What if they're down by like 30?
Don't even think about texting me.
Extra, extra.
You'll be deep into that bottle of wine.
You dang right.
All right, Coach Mac and Brett Bryan coming up. Mac Talk next. Stay tuned. We appreciate you all, including us in your day. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. Hope you have a great night. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be Alicia Traylon Burks, Tajay Spears, or Abdul Carter. Come on, Tigers. Don't do me like this.